Welcome down here, ladies and gentlemen, down to this game versus the Lingle Fort Laramie Lady Dodgers versus the Southeast Lady Cyclones. I'm Jamie Lambert. I'm thrilled to be giving you this game here today. We will be joined by my co-commentator in Josh Lane. He is currently just off getting some bits from concessions. But for the meantime, let's take you through the two teams for today. We've got, for the Lingle Fort Laramie Lady Dodgers, we have number 0, Rayleigh Florchinger. Number 1, Bells Vaughan. Number 2, Kinley Fisher. Number 3, Jordan Rower. Number 4, Hayden Wiley. Number 5, Madison Booyah. Number 10, Jordan Speckner. Number 11, Shaylin Wonder. Number 12, Skylar Wonder. Number 13, Lulu Baumgardner. Number 14, Talia Kinberg. Number 15, Micaiah Thomas. Number 20, Charlotte Speckner. Number 21, Jazz Lira. Number 22, Peyton Lincoln. Number 23, and starter, Madison Hatch. Number 25, Ali Barnhart. Number 31, Haley Barnhart. Number 32, Emma Erskine. Number 34, Kinsey Sampson. Managed by Isabella Payne and Peyton Faulkner. And coaches are Susan Bartle and Kim Cooper. And now for your Southeast Lady Cyclones. Number 0, Hayley Eckwall. Number 2, Liz Buki. Number 4, Lya Warnsman. Number 10, Casey Kuzmicki. Number 10, Cassidy Merling. Number 12, Kiana Clellin. Number 14, Hadley Leathed. Number 20, Briley Leathed. Number 21, Annie Tremaine. Number 22, Briley Booth. Number 23, Mackenzie Booth. Number 24, Reen Colson. Number 25, Oren Moody. Number 32, Avery Ty. Number 41, Cameron Williams. And number 42, Bree Mills. Managed by Brooklyn Booth, Carly Coxbill, Cameron Jolovich, and coached by Emily Buchanan and Jennifer Shear. Your starters for Lingle Fort Laramie will be number 10, Jordan Speckner, number 11, Shaylin Wonder, number 12, Skylar Wonder, number 20, Charlotte Speckner, and number 23, Madison Hatch. And for the Southeast Lady Cyclones, we're going to have number 4, Lila Vansman, number 10, Casey Kuzmicki, number 12, Kiana Clellin, number 14, Hadley Leathed, and number 22, Briley Booth. And we're joined by my co-commentators for tonight, Josh Lane, sophomore from Casper, Wyoming.
What's going on?
Josh, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, we're back, running round 2. Excited to be here.
And just kind of run me through as well, it's going to be a little bit of a shake-up for us tonight. We're commentating on some high school basketball, which is obviously a little bit different to college basketball. Just run us through kind of what are your thoughts coming into tonight's game?
You know, I think I already don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm out here just saying how it is. I'm excited to commentate some basketball. I mean, that's what we're up here doing in the long run, and I'm excited to watch some good basketball tonight. Hopefully this is a good matchup. We watch some good games, and I don't know. I don't know what to look for, what to look forward to, but I'm excited to be here, and I can't wait to watch some basketball.
Yes, as you say, you know, we don't know necessarily what to expect, especially me, just an Englishman coming from Portsmouth, England, here to then watch some high school basketball. It's a little bit different for what I'm normally used to, but nevertheless, we are excited to bring this game here to for you tonight as we watch the Lady Cyclones and Lady Dodgers get warmed up. 3.5 minutes out from this game starting, and I mean, Josh, kind of give me your experience of high school and kind of run me through that. As I say, you know, an Englishman, I think my version of high school in comparison to the American version of high school, two very different things.
No, for sure. I mean, basketball-wise, what I'm looking for today, I think we're going to be running a lot more plays. That's one thing I noticed in high school ball. They're running plays. They're not running ISOs. They're going to be out there doing what their coach says. They're listening to the plays they need to run, and ultimately, I mean, everyone's here to win, right? But it's a complete different play style from college ball. And we're used to commentating college basketball when you're seeing a lot more ISOs, one-on-ones, and a little bit less of the play calling. You know what I mean? We're going focused more on fast breaks, those one-on-one situations, getting buckets, and I think tonight we're going to be seeing a lot more plays ran.
Yeah, and it's one of those that, commentating on college basketball, and I was well aware of this, was going to be very different to commentating high school ball. But, it's one thing that we're very much looking forward to bringing to you here tonight. And, I think one of the main things for the college is, and having spoken to some of the officials at the college, to do something like this for the local community is a big priority for them. Obviously, the game here tonight having to be moved as both of the gyms were a little bit too small. And obviously we hosted the game just a couple of weeks ago as well. And, that was something that certainly walking by the gym, it was very well attended. And we're certainly hoping for another one like that tonight.
For sure. No, I'm excited. Looks like we got a good crowd showing up here. About just under 2 minutes till game time, and I'm excited to see what we got. It's going to be new for me. I think I don't want to speak for you. I think it might be newer for you at least as well, and I'm excited to see what we got tonight and just commentate some basketball.
It's going to be interesting for me to see, as I said earlier, and the fact that my high school experience in comparison to a lot of Americans is going to be very different.
For sure.
And that's something that I've certainly had to adjust to. Something that, in fact, I did. I went to Torrington High School and did some observations in class and stuff, and even just through that, could see how different the high school life is here in comparison to back home.
For
and
sure.
Those observations, for anyone that's watching at home, that was for a practicum education class. So it's a class where basically we're able to get a little bit of a feel for the real world teaching world that we're all studying to go into, certainly those in the education program. And it was really interesting to see actually the difference and slightly more accommodations that you have to make, certainly
sure.
in the perspective of high school. It's a really interesting. It was a really interesting thing for me to see, and it's so it was a fantastic thing to kind of immerse myself in. As I said, it was so different to what I'm used to back at home. And it's one of those things of like, yeah, you know what? It was a really nice thing to see and a nice thing to experience. So it's going to be very interesting now to see the adaptation to college from college basketball to high school basketball. And I'm sure for Coach Tim Larson and Coach Engel, it might be an opportunity tonight to scout out some of the high schoolers that they might be looking at.
Well, Jamie, I'll tell you this: if I was in the situation that these high schoolers are in, and I saw Bill looking at me from the sidelines, I'd be for sure trying my best out there to prove something to him, prove why I'm out here. One quick question I do have for you before we get started here is, you said you spent some time at the high school here, and obviously you spent 4 years in high school back home. What would you say was the biggest change from back home to the high school here?
That's a really good question, and we end up spending 5 years in high school. But one of the main things that I saw was actually just the classrooms.
Yeah,
The classrooms look a lot different, and actually the way that the day is structured is so much more different as well.
Yeah.
But it's going to be very interesting to see this, and we'll give you a little bit more insight on that in a bit later on. But nevertheless, right now, we're just going to get to the announcements and the national anthem.
song I'd want to hear. This would be the song I want to walk out to, bro. Yeah, walking out to this would be tough, bro. Alright, let's do this shit, Jamie. Commentated women's basketball before, but I'm excited for it. You know, it's
And
an excellent
connects
shot
with
there.
the two-pointer, I think that was from number 14, Hadley Leathed. That's a good little shot there, and I think I definitely saw Coach Tim Larson here. And he'll definitely be taking a bit of intrigue with that as number 4, Lila Vernsman, the ball back for Southeast. And it's going to be out off of number 22, Briley Booth, the 5'9" junior. As we got a little stoppage in play right now.
Doesn't look like the Lady Cyclones have many seniors starting. If we got, I stand corrected.
The Lady Cyclones, we have
looking
three.
At the Dodgers.
Yeah, so that's 3 out of the 5 Lady Cyclones are seniors. All looking for transfers, obviously, for next year, I imagine.
Looks like we got another 2 starting on the Lady Dodgers that are seniors as well.
And given away there by number 23, Madison Hatch. And it's going to be Southeast ball on the far side.
So, Jamie, do you think if they know Tim might be here out scouting, looking for some potential recruits, does that change their play style, do you think?
I think that certainly changes up the play of things.
For
You know,
sure.
it's got to be one of those. If it's the same way that, you know, for us, if we saw a Division 1 coach looking or coming to one of our tournaments, we were definitely going to try and play a little bit better, try and maybe make a few more shots that maybe we wouldn't do normally.
For sure.
But you know, it's all about trying to be your player and be the player that you know that you are. And I think a lot of these girls will find themselves in a good spot, like their number 12, Skylar Wonder, for the Lady Dodgers. First 3 of the night gives the Dodgers a 5-4 lead early on in this first period. Put back layup there by number 22, Briley Booth. But yeah, it's going to be one of those that, you know, I think there's going to be some instances where some of these girls might try and play some shots or play some plays that they wouldn't normally, based on the fact that they know that there's going to be a coach here. They know that, here's a decent chance for them to get certainly on the board of Eastern Wyoming.
Prove themselves.
Yeah, precisely that. But, this is exactly what these kinds of broadcasts will also do. They will help kind of shine certainly these ladies and later on the guys in a really good light, and it will give them the opportunity to put themselves out there and to really make themselves known to coaches all around the country.
No, for sure, and I 100% agree with that, Jamie. I will say one thing, another three there.
Another three-point attempt there by number 12, Wonder. Seems to be a shot that she likes to do, Josh.
Not afraid to pull it, and that's confidence there. I mean, she's 1 for 2 right now. Looks like she's putting in lots of effort there. We like seeing that, obviously, no matter what sport you're going to be playing in. But I like seeing that confidence early in. I mean, we're only 3.5 minutes into this game, and people are already starting to build some confidence, pulling some contested threes.
And one of the things that actually I remember watching the game here a couple of weeks back, and I only watched for a little bit, but nevertheless, no shot clock in high school ball. Do shed a bit of light onto that one, because obviously I've only commentated on shot clock games.
And I've honestly never realized that personally in high school basketball, that there's no shot clock. I've never once noticed that, you know what I mean? Especially now noticing it commentating, I'd say it's definitely could be a good thing, and something I wouldn't agree with personally on no shot clock, just strictly because if you're up 10 points with a minute left, you can just run out the clock as much as you want, you know what I mean? So don't necessarily agree with that, but it does change the perspective on the game and how they will attack near those later moments of the quarter or the half.
Well, yeah, exactly. It changes the way that actually they will look at their game management.
Sure.
They will decide that, maybe actually we do just run the clock out and whatnot. And what is your take on that? Because I know that you watch a lot of NBA. I know that obviously the NBA shot clock's obviously 24 seconds. You come to college ball, it's 30. How much of an impact do you personally think that actually that shot clock has on a game?
Oh, Jamie, I think it's a huge impact, right? It's changing what time they're pulling shots. It's changing how they're going to run their plays with certain time frames. It's changing fast breaks even. I mean, you don't think about it, but these guys with no shot clock, they're going to have less pressure to take that contested shot, which is going to lead to less fast breaks. You know what I mean? That's because that's where it comes from mostly, right? You get a rebound, you get a steal, and that comes from pressure. And those pressures what's creating those fast breaks. And not having a shot clock could limit some of that in this game.
So Hadley Leathed there with the made shot from the line. It's going to be the Dodgers now trying to come forward with it. Number 11 taking a shot
there.
And Shaylin Wonder getting in, and that ties this game up at 7 apiece.
Seen a lot of mid-ranges drop.
Yeah, that's been a really interesting one.
That.
Not really seen a lot of driving towards the rim. And is that something that is typical of games in high school, or is that something that is just kind of bespoke to this game?
Yeah, no, I mean, you could say a little bit yes to both there, right? I would say in high school I noticed I was a little bit more afraid to go in for some contact, get in, go get fouled, but now first thing I'm thinking of is go into the line, get fouled, make the and one, right? I think it's almost going to come with age. It's going to be a little bit more skittish basketball. They're not going to be slapping. They're not going to be hitting, you know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of just basic finding the open man, find the open shot, and shoot it. It's not going to be driving in, trying to draw that foul as much.
Going to be kicked out there to Hatch.
The double team here.
Hatch trapped in some double team, gives the ball away to number 14, Hadley Leathed. It's already a name that we've said quite a lot so far, Josh. No, I imagine it's probably a name that we'll keep saying. Hadley Leathed, clearly one that gets in on the action.
For sure, yeah. No, she ain't. Yeah, and she was the one shooting those threes early. She's got a confident shot, and she trusts it. And that's huge in basketball, to be able to trust your shot and trust your teammates to give you that opportunity.
So the Cyclones now with the ball. Going to get it to number 22, right under the hoop. Briley Booth, but stopped really well there by the Dodgers, and now maybe a chance for the Dodgers to come forward themselves. Going to be
for a second I thought she was shooting that, Jamie.
It's going to be Speckner. Now out to Hatch for three, no good. Trying to get rebounded there by number 4. The ball stays in play.
A little bit of miscommunication there between 12 and number 4.
There's going to be 2 substitutions here for the Dodgers. Number 4, Hayden Wiley, and number 5, Madison Booyah comes in for number 12, Skylar Wonder, and number 23, Madison Hatch. So a little bit of a shake-up, Josh. A bit of a different outlook on this game now. Number 5, Madison Booyer getting her first touches of the game. It's going to be Speckner. Speckner looking for an option. Going through the legs, very nice there. Move to get it away from Kuzmicki. It's going to go cross court. Picked off though by Briley Booth. And now it's going to be a chance for the Cyclones to come forward. Quellin now going to Kuzmicki. Bree Mills now going back over to Leithhead, and it's been some good ball movement here. Number 22 is going to go for the shot. Briley Booth not quite being able to connect with it. And it's going to be a jump ball there between the contested shot there between number 11, Shaylin Wonder, and number 14, Hadley Leithhead. Just a little bit over 1 minute left in this first period. The Cyclones are going to try and drive towards the hoop there. It's going to be number 14, Leithhead. That's great ball movement, that, and you know, that's exactly what the likes of Coach Larson would be looking for. You know, his team is one that very much prioritises Doggers.
No, and that goes just back to what we talked about a little bit earlier, is finding that open man in the ball, getting ball movement, finding that open man. Going back to like what we talked about before the game, you're going to see a lot more plays getting run than you would in necessarily college basketball.
Yeah. And that's really good there from Madison Booyer, you know, to track that foul and make sure that she gets the shooting foul. She's going to have 2 attempts from the line here for the Doggers. First one's up in the air and is good. Falls on that first one. There's going to be another change out by the Lady Dodgers. Wonder is back into the game in favour for her sister, number 11, I imagine, Shaylin Wonder. So Skylar replacing Shaylin there. And it's going to be the second attempt here for Madison Booyer. The second one is no good on that.
Gets the rebound though, offensive rebound there, jump ball.
There's a jump ball there, and it is going to be the way of the Doggers.
Doggers ball.
It's going to be a quick one there to number 20, Charlotte Speckner. It was good intuition there shown by the Doggers there to you know, see the open player and just to try and take that opportunity as soon as it was there. Good move there by number 10 for the Cyclones, Casey Kuzmicki. I think the Cyclones there also going to get the foul. Couple of good plays in a row there, Josh. I mean, you had the inline ball there from the Doggers, resulting in 2 points, and then the really good move there by Casey Kuzmicki.
Yeah, for sure, and it goes back to just finding that open man and finding that open shot.
Oh, what a shot there by Casey Kuzmicki. And the full court shot, and not quite going to be good, and it's going to be 10-13 in favour of the Southeast Lady Cyclones in that first half. Or first period, rather. And Josh, I mean, what would you make of that performance so far?
Yeah, you know, I think kind of starting off simple, finding the open man, finding the open shot. We're not doing anything too crazy yet. You know, let's run the plays, find the open man. We go back to this. We talked about it in the last broadcast. Just finding that open man and finding the open shot is huge. And going back, one thing we will say, there's not been as much contact in this game, less free throws than per se in a college basketball game. But those free throws still count, you know what I mean? We got to be making all of our free throws up there. It adds up. At the end of the day, you get 10 chances on the free throw line and you make 8 of them. That's going to make an impact on the game in the long run. And I really like seeing what they're doing right now. They're finding the open man, and I think in these upcoming quarters we're going to see a little bit more, possibly a little bit more aggression in the paint, starting to warm up, get the feel for things, and I think we're going to see some good basketball the next few minutes.
And one of the other things, Josh, I'll get your input on. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of, obviously, Lady Cyclone fans and Lady Doggers fans, but I must admit there are a couple of college kids here that I can see, and you know, just kind of run me through how important is it to kind of get that kind of college crowd coming to these high school games and still
Yeah.
supporting their roots almost?
No, for sure, yeah. So I almost think that these high schoolers look up to us in a way, right? I mean, I know when I was in high school, I was looking up to college golfers, and it's kind of the same thing for them. You see those college basketball players in the stands, it's going to almost encourage you, and it shows their support that everyone starts somewhere, and I can't say these guys have started sooner and later than anyone else, but they're at that age where that beautiful bucket.
It's a great layup there by Briley Booth.
But getting that support from people you look up to is awesome. You know what I mean? It can change the game, and looks
Deep three. Rebound got by number 20.
no foul there.
Charlotte Speckner. The Cyclones are going to come away with the ball here. It's going to be Kuzmicki. Looking for the option now goes to Vernsman. Vernsman screen there coming in from Leathed. Picked off there by number 11, Shaylin Wonder. And a chance for the Doggers to come forward.
Making an impact on this game with an early three, couple steals. She's already making an impact. I think she could definitely be a leader on the team. I don't know much about this team, but she looks like she could be a leader on this team, and she's very confident in her game, and we love seeing that.
You could see there Hayden Wiley just trying to get that ball in for the Doggers, not quite being able to pull it off. But 10-15 then as we come into the second minute of this second period.
Goes in.
It's going to be a drive there by Booth. Was stopped in her tracks, but it's now going to be Kuzmicki. Kuzmicki looking for an option, driving towards the rim. No good. And blocked there. It's going to be kicked back out to number 4, Vernsman. Leathed.
Staying alive.
It's been very electric so far. Picked
Fast
off
break.
there by number 12, Skylar Wonder. And that's a really good fast break there by the Lady Doggers.
Great steal. Everything you could ask for there. Great defense. I mean, they were clamping them up from the start of that possession. It was just great basketball.
Leathed. And going out to Vernsman. Vernsman going to go for the 2.
Doesn't.
No good. Rebounded there by number 20, Charlotte Speckner.
Shaylin Wonder taking it up the court here.
Going
Finds
inside
in the paint.
for Speckner. And Mills going to get it all the way back out to Kuzmicki.
You know, I don't 100% agree with that, Jamie, what they were calling there. I think we talked about going back to ball movement, and she had 3 people on her, you know what I mean? It's a 3v1 in that paint, and it's going to be tough for her to get that bucket or even the rebound if she misses the bucket. I think we need to keep looking for those open coverages. And
Wonder going for 3. Connects with it. Took a while to drop. I think they've actually credited it as a 2 on that one. So it's a deep 2, and it's a great bucket nonetheless. Timeout there called by the Southeast Lady Cyclones. And I mean, you got to admit, I mean, the Cyclones came into this second period in a good position. I mean, I think they were 3 points up. So, you know, to now be a point ahead, what would you be saying to these girls now?
Keep it up. Let's keep grinding out there. Don't give up. I mean, we got lots of game left, so we can't. Famous quote, Kobe Bryant. You all probably heard it. His job ain't finished yet. We can't start getting our hopes up because we made a little bit of a run here. We got a lot of basketball left. I think what the coach is going to be saying is keep running the plays, keep finding the open man, keep making shots. I think it just goes back down to simple basketball, and if they're going to keep doing it, it's going to keep working.
And just a quick little timeout there. I think that was a 30-second one called by the Lady Cyclone coaches of Emily Buchanan and Jennifer Shear. And I think on the sidelines there, I can definitely see the coach that's in the white shirt. I think she's got the making of a great coach. She's always up on her feet, trying to encourage her girls. 3-point there, just not quite being able to connect. Push there, I think, given against number 4, Hayden Wiley.
Yeah, and you love seeing that, Jamie. You love seeing coaches involved with their players, involved with the game, and trying to just support. I mean, that support is what you need as a basketball coach, as any coach for that matter, is you got to give support to your players. They're playing for you, and if they don't get that support, they're not going to have the enthusiasm to go out there and play their best. And from the start of it, again, going back, she was very excited about that, and I think she's a very positive coach, and based off what I'm seeing so far, it's going well for the Cyclones.
Yeah, and Leithhead there making a really good 2 and attracting the foul as well, and then getting the extra point attempt. So from the line here, Leithhead, no good, but looking like nearly a rebound by number 22, Briley Booth. I think it is going to be given the way of the Cyclones
Cyclones
here.
ball, yep.
Yeah, I think they've just called that off of number 20, Charlotte Speckner.
So if they can take advantage of this here, they got the ball back in their own possession, or in their own side. So
one of the Lady Doggers coaches definitely making their feelings known on that call. Number 24 with a shot.
Doesn't connect.
Not quite connecting there for number 24,
Cyclones
Ryan
again
Colson.
with the ball here, though.
Rebounding the ball very well so far are the Cyclones. Coulson now going back over to Quellin. Intercepted there by Shaylin Wonder for the Doggers. And the pass there just not quite able to get a hold of that was Skylar Wonder, and it's going to be out for another Lady Cyclone ball.
Again, the Cyclones just keep getting the ball back. I mean, they got to start taking advantage of this, start making points, and in situations like this, you want to build your lead as much as you can. Put pennies in the bank, you know what I mean? Let's get as many buckets as we can. So in those times where we're not getting the ball as much, we gotta take advantage of the times we get. Right? We've gotten possession 4 times in a row here, 5 now, and we got to start making buckets.
And given away there, intercepted by number 12, Skylar Wonder. And there's going to be a foul there given on number 4, Lila Vernsman. And, I mean, Josh, you were saying before the game the fact that there's not going to be as much play calling really on this one, and that there's going to be a little bit more fast breaks. But I must admit, again, coming back to the Lady Cyclone coaches there, you could hear her shouting out some commands. You could hear her shouting out some certain calls, and it certainly looked like the Lady Cyclones knew what they were doing. They knew what those calls were. So maybe there's a little bit more of the play styles. There's number 20, Charlotte Speckner, with the great bucket there for 2. And makes this back to a 1-point game.
A little bit of correction, Jamie. I said the opposite. I said there will be more play
calling.
More
play calling. That was me misunderstanding.
Beautiful read by Josh Lane here.
It's going to be number 10, Casey
beautiful.
Kosmicki.
Goes through the contact.
That's a great finish there by Kosmicki for the Lady Cyclones. 3-point lead then. Coming into the last 3 minutes of this second period.
Great ball movement there. I mean, we got the open shot. Shot didn't fall. That's how basketball works. But I really like the way we ran that. We had the open person in the corner. She took it. She didn't fall.
And number 4 for the Doggers, Halen Wiley, has come back out of the game in favour of number 23, Madison Hatch. And the Cyclones going to get things going now. It's going to be Kosmicki. Now kicking it over to Quellin. Back to Kosmicki. Kosmicki looking to drive.
Floater. She loves that floater.
She does love that floater. It's one that she's gone for a few times now. Briley Booth seems to be one rebounding the ball very well so far. Booth going to go for 2.
Bang.
Connects with it. And it's going to be 16-21 in favour of the Lady Cyclones. Yes. Now, number 12, Wonder. Going to go over to Speckner here. Speckner kicking it out.
Swings it.
It's going to be Hatch. Back to Speckner. Going to Hatch again for 3. No good. Only just, though. And it's
offensive rebound.
It's a great offensive rebound there by Charlotte Speckner off of her, I imagine, her sister's 3-point attempt, Jordan Speckner. Takes it back to that 1-point lead, and this is a very close game so far, Josh. Now looking at Kosmicki, kicking it out to Coulson. Coulson now to Quellin.
Looks like we're running a bit of a zone defense here.
There's going to be number 10, Kosmicki for 3. Rebounded there by
Travel.
Yeah, number 22 there, Briley Booth, trying to get that 2-point shot off, but couldn't quite make it happen in time. It's going to be number 4, Lila Vernsman, back into the game in favour of number 24, Ryan Colson. So that is Lila Vernsman coming back into the game for the Lady Cyclones.
Looks like we got a bit of a crowd here showing up, Jamie.
Yeah, they've slowly been wandering in through the game, and all of a sudden these bleachers are looking pretty full.
What a game to watch as well. Close game. I mean, great
that's
pass
a great
there.
pass there by.
And the bucket.
And I mean, most of the credit there
Escape
has to be
trouble
given to Skylar Wonder, but what a finish as
That was
well
great.
by number 10, Jordan Speckner.
Escape trouble when she had it, and that was perfect.
2-point game then. So it goes out to Booth. Going to go all the way cross court here to Kuzmicki. Kuzmicki looking for an option, intercepted
break
there
steal.
by number 12, Skylar Wonder. Doing so well to keep hold of that ball. Wonder now getting it out to her sister Wonder.
Pulls it.
And a 3-point attempt there. Good by Skylar Wonder.
Making an impact on this game early. We like seeing that.
25-21 then, this game. And all of a sudden the Lady Cyclones find themselves behind.
She's shown her commitment as a player and as a teammate here. She's getting assists. She's making buckets when she's getting
Kuzmicki with the response. The 3-point attempt there from Kuzmicki takes it back to a 1-point lead for the Doggers.
I didn't see exactly where the foul call was.
Yeah, the foul there was called on the Lady Cyclones. I think it was called on number 12, Kiana Quellin. It's going to be inbounded to Hatch. Hatch looking for an option. It's going to be number 11, Shaylin Wonder with the shot. Rebounded by Jordan Speckner.
Great recovery there. You know, I thought there was a bit of a foul call in that shot right before that, but nonetheless, they made it happen. Even when calls aren't going your way, you got to make it happen somehow.
It's going to be the last play of this half, surely. Kicking it back inside for Bree Mills. No good. Rebounded there by number 23, Madison Hatch. And, well, I mean, what a first half that's been. It was back and forth, back and forth. And so far, it's going to be into the break. A 27-24 lead for the Lingle Fort Merrily Lady Doggers. And Josh, just give me your perspective on that first half. What did you make of it?
Yeah, you know, I saw, like we talked about at the start of the game, you're going to see a lot less driving into the paint. You're going to see a lot more play calling, finding the open man, and making that open shot. And it looks like, based off the first half, we've seen that so far. We have seen a lot more ball movement, a lot more plays running. I mean, you went back talking about what the coach was speaking about earlier, is she was yelling at the players, run the play, let's do this, let's do that. I think, and that's a very high school thing to do, you know what I mean? Not saying it's worse or better by any means. We run plays in college and in the NBA, right? But we're seeing a lot more of that in this style of basketball than we would in a college game.
Yeah, and it's been a fantastic, you know, first half showing from both teams there. Had a couple of nice little 3-point attempts that were made, but also a few really nice moves and some good ball movement. And
sure.
I mean, Josh, certainly looking at the two teams right now, you know, what do you think the priority is for either one of these coaches? I mean, certainly you said it earlier about the Doggers playing a lot of zone defense, and you know, I've spoken a little bit with Coach Engel on what the certain defenses mean, because I mean, as I say, coming into this, I knew nothing about basketball,
For sure.
so I needed to kind of know what exactly, you know, what they're trying to protect against. And you know, he said for the zonal defense, you're very much trying to protect the rim. You're trying to protect people not going in for that 2-point easy points, as they call it. So, you know, is that something that you think maybe that the Cyclones have watched on a bit of film and have addressed as, okay, we need to do a little bit more of zone defense?
Yeah, you know, I think obviously zone defense is a very, I don't know how to exactly word. It's very important in basketball. You got to know how to run it, and if you run it properly, it's almost impossible to go against, right? I mean, you have 3 guys, so they're running a 2-3 zone. They got 3 guys in the paint, and they got 2 guys up top guarding that guard. They're running a lot more double teams. They're contesting heavy shots, and part of zone defense is being able to do that, right? You're running less one-on-one coverage, so you're going to have less open shots, per se, in a zone defense when that zone is working correctly, right? When defense is working correctly, you're going to have less open shots. You're going to see a lot more double teams, possibly more turnovers because of those double teams. And I think going back to what you said about film and stuff, they might have watched some film on the Cyclones, and I think so far it's not hurting them running that zone defense, right? I mean, they've made a couple mistakes down there, and Also, the Cyclones have made some big threes matching it, but I don't disagree with zone defense on how they're playing. They're protecting that rim, not allowing anyone just to go in there and get an easy lay.
Yeah, and you make a good point there, and kind of just run us through as well. What's the benefits of doing like a man-to-man defense, and sticking with your player, and what are some of the advantages, but also the disadvantages that come with that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one disadvantage on man-to-man defense is matchups, right? You get a mismatch on the matchups. For instance, one person sets a screen, you're switched to a whole different player. You don't know that necessarily their play style on defense, and they could be bigger than you, right? So that's going to create a mismatch. And then a couple advantages to that man-on-man coverage is it is a one-on-one essentially. So if you're good at defense, you trust what you're doing out there, it's going to be pretty tough to beat a one-on-one defense. It's going to be heavily contested, especially as a quality defender.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Josh, for that insight, and we'll be back very shortly.
Charging into your future as a Lancer is about meaningful relationships, learning at the crossroads of history and innovation, championing one another's success, and empowering every student to achieve their dreams. We are a community that knows one another by name, offers the quality education needed to get the most out of life, and the friendships that support us throughout the journey. We hold tight to a legacy of pioneering, knowing that by honoring our values, we can charge into our futures together and become the purpose-minded people that change the world. Becoming a Lancer is about more than academics. It's about discovering your passion and feeling at home.
Hi, my name is Bowden Leodal. I'm a sophomore at Eastern Wyoming College, majoring in pre-health sciences. I want to invite you to Eastern Wyoming College for your continued education. We have small class sizes, a family-friendly environment, and we are affordable while offering many scholarships. The EWC offers so many program and career certificates, so we're sure there's something for you. Check us out online at ewc.wyo.edu or call us at 307-532-8230. Charge into your future with us at Eastern Wyoming College. Lancer up.
We'd have to get the camera on us. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here bringing you the second half of this Lady Doggers and Lady Cyclones game. It's been an enthralling one so far. We've got 45 seconds before we get this second half restarted as the home team, the Lady Doggers, come back out and ready for this second half to begin. 27-24, obviously a very close first half there. And, I mean, some of the absolute shout-outs, you know, certainly in the way of the Lady Cyclones, you had the likes of Casey Kuzmicki, Kiana Quellin, we were saying quite a lot, and even, you know, 22, Briley Booth, rebounding the ball a lot. And we then had, you know, on the Lady Doggers side of the ball, we had number 10, Jordan Speck, number 12, Skylar Wonder, and even number 11 as well, Shaylin Wonder. The Wonder Girls are, well, kind of putting on a little bit of a wonder, Josh, as we look to get this this game back underway.
No, for sure. I mean, they've been playing great. I'm excited to see some basketball. I'm looking forward to what we're going to see here.
And an early foul there given against number 10 of the Lady Doggers, Jordan Speckner.
Immediately back to the Cyclones here.
And again, it's going to be Kuzmicki to bring it forward for the Lady Cyclones. Now looking for some options. It's going to go out to number 4, Lila Vernsman. And out off of number 12,
Skylar Wonder. Confusing their names here.
Confusing their names. And I mean, I had that the other day as well with one of the college ball games that we did. I think there was obviously we've got Morgan Williams on the EWC team, and then there was a Williams on the other team, I think it was Central's team. And I kept muddling them up. I kept saying that Morgan Williams was on the other team, and what a bucket
there.
That was by number 11, Shaylin Wonder.
Again, going back to the Wonders.
Yeah, the Wonder pair.
Uh-oh, in
and
some
a bit of trouble, but gets out of it really well. And Southeast have really worked the ball well here. And the rebound coming in again rebounding her own miss was Hadley Leathed. And it's going to be put back again for the 2 and making sure it stays within a 3-point game.
Oh,
bounce
again
pass
with the
there,
steal. Another steal by Hadley there.
Yeah, Hadley Leathed there really coming into this second half with a bit of vigour.
Got some fire lit under her.
Kiana Quellin.
Ooh.
Thought she was going to pull it for a second there.
Oh,
She's going
does.
to now because Mickey just
connect.
missed. But rebounded there. Oh, and
Big
really
bump.
fierce there by number 12, Skylar Wonder, really fighting for the ball. It's going to be kicked out to Speckner. Charlotte Speckner. Rebounded there by number 11, Shaylin Wonder. And, I mean, those kinds of balls, that interpretation of the play there, to get in front of the hoop and to get that rebound, even though that you know it's not going to even hit the rim, that's a big thing, isn't it, Josh?
Oh, for sure. I mean, getting rebounds is a big part of basketball. If you're not getting rebounds, you're not getting points, right? Offensive, defense, obviously, get them on both sides of the field there. And that was just a great offensive board there, and it included to a bucket. I mean, almost proving our point on why rebounds are so successful in basketball.
It's going to be Picked off there again by number 11, Shaylin Wonder, and really coming into her own here.
It looked like her sister, Skylar, there almost deflected that pass to her sister. Fast break.
Fast break here because Mickey
Euro
with a great move,
foul.
but the foul there coming in by number 20,
Great Euro
Charlotte
stuff,
Spector.
Impressed with seeing that.
And it's going to be number 10, Kuzmicki, who doesn't quite make the first attempt. Going to have another attempt at things here. Kuzmicki's second try up in the air, and this time is good. And that was a great second attempt.
Getting
that
back
time.
in the rhythm there. First free throw, even for me. Oh, looks like a miscommunication there.
Oh, and that's out off of number 12,
Wow.
Kiana Quellin. And I mean, that again, I can't quite remember who that was. I think that was either number 10, Jordan Spector, or number 12, Skylar Wonder. But really hard work there by the Lady Doggers to make sure that still came off of a Cyclone leg. I think it came off in the end, and
For sure.
to get that ball
Recovering from mistakes, right? They had a little bit of miscommunication there, but they recovered well. And that's, I mean, comes down to great basketball there. Recovering from your mistakes. Same thing with golf in a way. You hit a bad shot in the trees, you want to be able to recover from that, and they did great there.
back. Pinged over there to Wonder, now number 12, Skylar Wonder. Inside for Spector, John Spector. Couldn't quite get the shot over number 10, Casey Kuzmicki.
Like a good block there.
And it's going to be Briley Booth to come forwards now for the Lady Cyclones. Now back out to Kuzmicki. Now looking for an option here. Kuzmicki going to drive inside and just tipped there by, I think that was by number 12, Skylar Wonder. But the Cyclones still retain the ball. It's going to be Booth now back out to Quellin. Now looking in the way of Leithhead. No good. And Kuzmicki just misjudging that jump there and just kind of going into the back of number 12, Skylar Wonder. And it's going to be her sister, Shaylin Wonder, to come forwards.
Again, seeing a little bit more play calling here, a little bit more ball movement compared to college basketball.
It's going to be for a deep two. No good. Rebound coming in there by number 23.
Pulls it
Madison
again.
Hatch.
Bang!
Pulled by
Big
number
time
12, Skylar Wonder.
Hold that out there. Good shot.
34-27, and all of a sudden the Lady Doggers here really pulling out a little bit of a lead. Booth now out to Quellin. Quellin going to shoot the three. No good. Rebounded there by number 20, Charlotte Spector. And she's going to go to Shaylin Wonder, who tries to get this move back underway. Skylar Wonder then trying to drive.
Doesn't have
Bounces
the
it
opportunity.
to Jordan Spector.
Trouble.
Getting it out to number 23, Madison Hatch. Just a chance for the Lady Doggers to really reset here, and picked off there by, I think, a combination there of number 12, Quellin, and number 22, Briley Booth.
See, now, if I'm that coach, I don't necessarily like that play call, right? She's got 3 people in the paint. She was the only person on the Doggers in there. And I just can't get past why not find the open man and take a mid-range shot instead of trying to get in the paint against 3 other people that are just as tall, if not taller than you.
Hadley Leithhead then attracting the foul there, and it's going to be given against number 12, Skylar Wonder. And with 3 minutes left on the clock here in this third period, 2 chances from the line for number 14, Hadley Leithhead. And she misses the first one, but she has got another attempt to try and make things right on that occasion. It's going to be Leithhead again up in the air, and is no good on the second try, but she rebounds her miss, and it's now going to be kicked out to Vernsman. Vernsman going to go all the way across to Kuzmicki.
Euro. No foul.
No
Great
foul
defense
there
there,
given.
You know? She gets
I
her
think
own
this is going to be
jump
given as a
ball.
jump ball, and it will be given to the Doggers. Not before a timeout.
Looks like Skyla's got a nice little Euro step working for her down there in the paint.
I think you meant Casey Kuzmicki, number 10 of the Lady Cyclones there, was the one that made that move.
That would be correct.
That would be correct. Yeah, no, it's been one thing that we've seen so far, isn't it? Of, you know, number 10, Casey Kuzmicki, she seems to love, you know, faking that, kind of coming in round the side to then drive through the middle.
Drive through, get through contact. And
yeah,
make the
precisely
bucket.
that. And actually, she's had a couple of really contested shots that I think certainly, I mean, the Southeast fans certainly by us right now, I think feel a little bit hard done by that she's not received any more of those calls there. But nevertheless, it will still be Cyclone ball here.
Curious to see what we're running off the line here.
Because Mickey
Like we got nice.
going to
Kuzmicki.
the elbow. Vernsman going back to Kuzmicki then. Kuzmicki looking for an option, then kicks it back out to Vernsman. Vernsman going to try and go for the two.
Fader.
No good, but
Good board.
rebounded there by number 12, Kiana Quellen, and stolen away there by number 12, Skylar Wonder.
It looks like the Cyclones are doing really good at getting their offensive boards. They're not making every shot, but they're getting dang near every board that is coming at them down.
That's a great pass there. It's going to be kicked all the way out to number 11, Shaylin Wonder. No good. Rebounded by, well, thought it was going to be rebounded there by Hadley Leathed, and the foul ended up being given against her. Inline ball then for number 11, Shaylin Wonder to deal with. And it's going to be the 2-point attempt there by Hayden Wiley, just not quite making it connect.
Excellent shot select, though. I don't disagree one bit with that shot selection.
Vansman going to go all the way over to Quellen. Quellen going inside for number 14, Leathed. And foul there going the way of the Lady Cyclones. And 24-27, and Josh, 2 minutes dead on left on the clock. And what do you think the Lady Cyclones will want to do here to try and get back this this deficit? Oh,
I think they're looking
what
for
a
stuff
shot.
like that. You know what I mean? Finding the open man and making the shot. They're taking advantage of that, and they're getting a lot of offensive boards, so we love seeing that. Have seen a little bit of miscommunications at times, but that's going to happen no matter what sport you play.
Going to be Wiley
Beautiful
trying to make a
block
drive.
there by number 4, Lila Wernsman.
The drive in there, coming in from Wiley, just not quite being able to make it work, but nevertheless, it's still going to be Lady Dogger ball. It's going to be Wonder for 2, no good, and rebounded there by number 22, Briley Booth. Now a fast break maybe on for the Lady Cyclones. Vernsman looking for an option. They're going to try and slow it down a little bit. Now going out to Kuzmicki for 3.
Oh,
No good. Unlucky with that one.
Near miss. Nearly a make.
Nearly a make. 12, number Skylar Wonder going to
Great
number
movement
4,
there.
Hayden Wiley. Rebounded by number 4, Lila Vernsman. It's going to be Kuzmicki to bring it forwards again for the Lady Cyclones. Kuzmicki now looking towards Booth, who goes inside for
Again,
Leathed.
going against that defense.
Kuzmicki going all the way out to Quellen.
Great no-look pass there.
That's a great pick out there by Quellen to get it to Booth. Not quite being able to make it work, but Booth gets the rebound.
That's what they're making mistakes, but they're recovering really well off those mistakes down there. They're getting every rebound dang near in the paint on their offensive side, and that's going to be a game changer in this game. I think the Doggers got to do something about that soon. They got to start making rebounds because it's going to start changing the game up pretty quick. Again, Cyclones with the
Charlotte
steal.
Speckner there just giving it away on behalf of the Lady Doggers. Number 12 there. Kiana Quellen just
Great
not quite
defense
being
by
able to get it
Charlotte
to work, but
Speckner
now it's going to be a fast break on for the Lady Doggers. Wonder for 2, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Cyclones. Oh, we're giving away. It's the layup made by Jordan Speckner.
Looked like that Skylar Wonder might have caught an elbow to the nose there for a second.
And it's going to be a timeout there called on behalf of the Lady Doggers. Coaches Susan Bartell and Kim Cooper deciding time for a little break, time for a chance to talk things over with 3.5 seconds left. And only a small little timeout there, just a 30-second called by the Lady Doggers. And with 3.5 seconds left, I mean, for the Lady Doggers here, you'd like to think it's just going to be trying to stop a score here from the Lady Cyclones, Josh.
Just got to maintain the last 3 seconds here. Decent shot selection.
Oh, and for a moment, looking at that through the air, Lila Vernsman, it looked like it was going to drop, but nevertheless, after the third period, then it's 36-29 in favour of the Lady Doggers, who are obviously being presented as the Lancers tonight.
Lancers, Doggers, sounds pretty same to me, if you ask me.
Well, I mean, Josh, looking at this last 8 minutes then as we look to seal out this game, what do you think that first off, what do you think that the Lady Doggers are going to do to try and preserve this lead? But what do you think the Lady Cyclones maybe need to change up going into this last period?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think the Cyclones, I mean, they're doing a great job getting their offensive rebounds. I would like to see just a couple more shots going. I don't think we're making the best shot selections. We are making those offensive rebounds, which helps. But some of these shot selections, I couldn't agree with on all of them. I mean, some of them are great and they just aren't going, and that's basketball. But I think the main goal for the Cyclones here is going to see more shots go in, get more open looks, try to almost fool the Doggers here and into possibly finding an open three in the corner and just slowly chipping away at that deficit, 7-point deficit.
Yeah, and certainly so far it's been a very well contested game, and you could see from the Doggers that they've been working hard for it. But the Lady Cyclones as well, they've been doing a good job. They've been making it work wherever they can. But as you say, just some of those shots that actually have been pretty decent takes, just not dropping for the Lady Cyclones so far. You know, there's an alternate universe here where this is either a tied game or maybe even a Cyclone lead. If maybe they've just got some back, and maybe this is the chance that they need.
Bang.
And they get the foul on the layup as well.
Could bring it within 4 here, which
on
would be
Hadley
a huge start to the quarter.
And that's exactly the kind of start that the Lady Cyclones would have wanted to get here. It's going to be the and one attempt for Hadley Leathed. And, you know, if you're the coach there looking at the sideline ball, I mean, what do you say to your players there? I mean, it's a kind of a bit of a needless turnover. But Leathed makes the and one work as well. It's going to be a 4-point lead then as we go into this fourth quarter, and all of a sudden it's
a bit of a game changer.
Game changer. Maybe the momentum swinger as it's picked up again by number 12, Kiana Quellen. And just not quite being able to wrap her hand around it, but that's okay.
Great defense there.
Number 12, Skylar Wonder is going to come back into the game here in favour of number 5, Madison Booyah.
You know, based off the players' faces and their reactions, I think Coach might have had some good words for them on defense. It looks like they got a little bit more fire in them. They're wanting to win this game. They want to pull back that deficit again. Great defense by the Cyclones.
And travel given against number 10, Jordan Speckner. It's going to be another Cyclone ball now.
Looks like the Cyclones are starting to get some momentum.
This could really be a game changer if they can get a possession on this game. If they could really get a score on this possession, it would be a game changer for the Cyclones. It's going to be another timeout then called by the coaches Susan Bartell and Kim Cooper, and it's certainly been a bit of a shaky start to the Doggers. And you know, certainly looking at the start of this game, we were calling them the Dodgers. Can we see the Doggers maybe try and dodge a bit of an upset here?
Yeah, I think that was a little bit. I think the main reason why that coach called that timeout there is just a reset, right? They started getting shaky there. They started giving away turnovers, out of bounds balls, and they allowed some buckets there, which. That's going to happen in basketball no matter what you do, right? But they have noticed they were a little bit shaky at the start of this final quarter. And I think basically what the coach is saying, you guys know your game. Let's play well. Let's stick to the plays that I'm sure she's telling them what they want them to do right there. I think, again, just a reset call, calm everyone down a little bit, just ease into this fourth quarter and maintain their lead.
Well, we are about ready to get this fourth period back underway, and obviously, as I say, it was a very quick timeout there for the Doggers. I mean, only 20 seconds had gone in this fourth quarter, and kind of just exemplifies actually how necessary maybe that stoppage in play was, just to try and get that.
Not allowing the Cyclones to get more momentum than they already have.
So this is interesting. So clearly, what happened here? the coach called for the timeout before the travel was given. So it is still going to be Doggers ball, which that in itself could actually be quite a big game changer, but in the favour of the Doggers, but stolen away there by Leithhead.
Again,
that's brutal.
Again, we're seeing that from the Doggers. They're throwing it into that 3-on-1 coverage, and I'm not necessarily agreeing with that because it's just resulting in turnovers about every other play they do.
On close in there by number 22, and it's going to be put back there by Hadley Leithhead. And this is going to be interesting because it's now a 2-point game. As we
Steals again.
Stolen away there by Kuzmicki. Now for the layup. Gets the foul.
Huge.
On number 20, Charlotte Speckner, and all of a sudden we could be looking at a tight game.
Huge change for the Cyclones here. I mean, they have definitely, you could hear it in the crowd, you can hear it in the players. There's definitely momentum change here in this game.
And very, very interesting then. As we see a bit of a momentum shift in this game, we can see that the Lady Cyclones are up for it. How are the Fort Laramie Lady Doggers going to respond? Oh, great song choice.
You know, I don't know if I should sing this. People might be making fun of me behind the scenes.
Yeah, I can't lie. If we start singing on this, you have to bear with us because I absolutely love this song. I think that's a fantastic pick out by the DJ. But, you know, coming back to the basketball, you know, the Lady Doggers not really coming out the way that they would have hoped, and the Lady Cyclones really sensing that they can smell blood here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're in the chase. They're in the hunt. They're here ready to play. Like I said, they had definitely a demeanor change going into this final quarter. They want to win. They're going to fight for it, and they're going to go until the last minute of the game.
They absolutely will. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Absolute banger of a song. I actually can't believe that this song's being played. That's made me very happy, Josh, I must admit.
Extremely.
I hope that they just pause it and they can just play it at the next time out as well.
I wish the camera could see you dancing right now, Jamie.
Oh, I absolutely love this song. So, here we are then. We've got an opportunity for the Lady Cyclones to tie this game up and to really make this a very interesting affair. It is going to be number 10, Katie Kuzmicki, who's put a really strong emphasis on this game already so far. Makes the first one drop. It's a 1-point game. And now this will be very interesting if the Lady Cyclones get this back to a level playing field. Kuzmicki. Oh, can't quite make the second one drop, but gets the rebound. Kuzmicki for 3. Doesn't make it go, but another rebound by the Lady Cyclones.
So many offensive rebounds by the Cyclones. You got to give them credit for that.
I would love to get the stats on these offensive rebounds because I think we're definitely looking probably close in the region of about 20 offensive rebounds here by the Lady Cyclones. They seem to make 3 or 4 in a single possession. Brilliant spin move away. Rebounded there. It's gone for the 2, and it's going to be. No, it's not. It is a 1-point lead for the Lady Cyclones. And what a massive bucket that is from number 14, Hadley Leithhead. And again, she's another person in this Lady Cyclone team that's really tried to make an emphasis on this game.
For sure.
Oh, and the foul!
Oh my!
Gets the bucket to go!
Doesn't count. Bucket doesn't.
Oh, and that's going to be
so
controversial for the Lingle Fort Laramie Lady Doggers fans. Weren't very happy with that call, but nevertheless, the game goes on, and it was a great make nevertheless. Oh, stolen away there by the Lady Cyclones. And I mean, that's been a facet of their game as well so far.
Especially
so it's going to be Kuzmicki.
This fourth quarter here, I think we've seen about 6 steals and probably another 5 or 6 offensive
rebounds. It's going to be 3 from Vansman. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Doggers. It's going to be Shaylin Wonder to come forward. Handing it off. Oh, it's another. It's given away again. Katie Kuzmicki gets it to go.
Up 3 now.
3-point lead then for the Cyclones.
9-0 in the first 2 minutes of this quarter here. Definitely making an impact. They came out here fired up, ready to play, and ready to win some basketball. Nice board.
Riley Booth rebounding the ball, and yet another rebound to add on to the tally for the Lady Cyclones. It's going to be number 14, Leithhead. No good on that attempt. Trying to get it out off of number 14, Leithhead, and I think it's just been given against the foot. And it's going to be Lady Dogger ball. Shaylin Wonder then coming out of the game. And we can see here Lady Doggers choosing to go with number 13, Lulu Bumgardner. It's the first time that we've seen her tonight. And that is out off of number 4,
Doggers ball.
Lila Vernsman. I think the other change was number 5, Madison Booya, is back into the side as well. Denied by number 14, Hadley Leathed.
That was just a beautiful block there, Jamie.
And it's just exemplifying how the Lady Cyclones are really coming to play here in this fourth quarter.
The defense has been incredible this quarter.
Booya going to Wonder. Can Wonder pull something out of the bag here?
Another steal.
It's stolen away by number 4, Lila Vernsman. Vernsman handing it off to Kuzmicki. Kuzmicki looking for an option. Kuzmicki going to try and go alone for the 2. Oh!
Draws the foul.
Draws the foul. And I'll tell you what, Kuzmicki there again making some really good moves for the Lady Cyclones. It's going to be 2 attempts from the line, and it's going to be a chance for the Lady Cyclones to take it to a 2-possession game, Josh.
Again, they're keeping this momentum. We love seeing they keep getting their steals, they keep getting their rebounds, and they're playing excellent basketball, right? You saw a beautiful block there from, I don't know exactly who on the Cyclones there, but they're playing great basketball.
It was on number 14, Hadley Leathed, was the one that got the block in.
Okay.
The first one is good there by Kuzmicki.
Cyclones really turning this game around here.
I think this could probably be put down to a factor of things, and I mean, one of the things that I was coming back to earlier was the coach for the Lady Cyclones certainly looking very interactive, looking like she's involved in every which way.
Almost looks like they're in a bit of a flow state right now.
Kuzmicki, well, she's certainly in the flow state from the line. I think she's made every single attempt that she's been up for, and that's been a fantastic thing to see so far. Oh, nearly stolen away. It's going to be a jump ball. It will be going the way of the Cyclones.
Very interesting game here, Jamie.
It's very interesting.
Very different in this fourth quarter.
Well, it's just been very interesting to see the evolution of this game, because obviously in the second and third quarter, it was really Doggers. They were commanding this game
for sure.
But in this fourth quarter, I mean, it's been so much on the way of the Lady Cyclones. What a spin move there by Hadley Leathed.
Wow, great move there.
And just another example of how this Lady Cyclones team are really stretching out this lead, trying to get the spin away as well. The foul there given against Kiana Quellin, and I mean, some would argue that was probably a bit unnecessary there by Quellin.
Should be their first points of the quarter here if the Doggers can connect with a couple free throws here.
This will be massive for trying to switch the momentum. Skylar Wonder then getting the first one to go. Much needed for this Lady Dogger side.
You know, based off what we're seeing from her in this game so far, she's doing a great job making shots when she's getting the selection.
Hadley,
it's
worth mentioning as well, Hadley Leathed has just come off the court for a minute, I imagine, or so, and it's really worth mentioning she has put in a hell of a shift in this fourth quarter. Now a steal away from the Doggers. It's going to be a chance maybe for them to try and get something. That pass off her work was just a little bit too late, just like 5 seconds too late. If she made that pass a little bit earlier, maybe could have got into a slightly better position, but nevertheless, Doggers still on the ball.
Trying to make something happen here.
But trying not to force it is the main goal. Stolen away by the Lady Cyclones again, and it's going to be Casey Kuzmicki again to bring it forward for the Lady Doggers, for the Lady Cyclones, sorry. Cyclones looking for the option. Kuzmicki. Going to go out to Breen Mills. Now back to Kuzmicki. Getting it to Booth. Booth. Oh, thought that Quellin was going to pull out the 3 then. Oh, foul there being given. I think that was given against number 22, Briley Booth. And it's going to be a turnover there on the Lady Cyclones. point here would be massive for the Lady Doggers as we come into the last 3 minutes of regulation time.
Driving in. Questionable.
Pass to Wonder. Needed that to fall, and it's the rebound there by number 22, Riley Booth. But a chance now for the Lady Cyclones to come forwards again. And I think if you look at it in the way that the game's going right now, Josh, it's if the Cyclones can keep applying this pressure that they have been and stretch out this lead just a little bit more, it will be a Cyclone game to lose.
For sure. Yeah, no, the Cyclones are looking absolutely perfect here in this fourth quarter. I mean,
great ball moving inside.
Proving my point even more. They're getting the ball inside. They're finding the open man. And they're making easy layups, and they're getting every offensive board they've gotten so far. I mean, they're making game changes the game on small stuff you wouldn't even think, right? But they're getting every rebound. Great block.
It's a great block by Mickey, and
just phenomenal.
That's a bit of a forced shot there by number 12, Skylar Wonder. You do question, that was quite a deep three there.
For sure.
Was it maybe worth her waiting a little bit, holding onto the ball a little bit longer, seeing what options were available?
You could go either way on that, right? They're down 7 points with a minute and a half left to go. They got to make something happen, essentially, and that could have been a huge momentum shift. If that three goes in, momentum's all of a sudden on Doggers ball, on the Doggers team, and don't necessarily agree with that shot take, but it was a shot she took, and if she was confident in that shot, I don't see why she shouldn't.
Going inside to number 4, Lila Vernsman. Not quite being able to make it connect, though, and the Lady Doggers with a chance to come forward. They need to make something work.
Takes the mid-range.
It's going to be number 20, Charlotte Speckner, and it's going to be a jump ball, but it is going to be going the way of the Lady Doggers. And we can see here Hadley Leathed coming back into the game in favour of number 42, Bree Mills. Well, a minute 12 left on the clock, and you really feel like the Lady Doggers have to get a score here.
Got to make a bucket.
And it's going to be Wonder for it. No good on the attempt, but they do also get the rebound, the Lady Cyclones.
Fast
break. Going to pass it over.
Great pass. And
Leathed, and that foul just needed to be made there by number 12, Skylar Wonder. And you could really debate there. That's good basketball IQ there from Wonder, because, I mean, she doesn't make that challenge. She doesn't try and apply some pressure on Leathead there, and actually it's going to be an easy 2 points for her.
For sure.
It's a shot she's already made so far tonight, and there's no indication of them letting up. That's a great first attempt, though. And with just over a minute, the Lady Cyclones looking for this to be a potential 9-point lead.
Connects
and
on
it
the
is.
second one. Nice little bit of shooter's touch there.
9-point lead then as we go into the last minute, and I think it's fair to say that this will very much be the Cyclones' game to lose. There's a little bit of high court pressure there coming in from the Lady Cyclones.
Right, and there's only so much you can do in about 50 seconds here. It's going to take a miracle for the Doggers to pull this one back.
And up against the couple of confused calls there, but I think that's fair. It did make contact with her feet, so
Bradley Booth not agreeing with the call, though.
I would imagine, but I think it was also the Cyclone fans that were disagreeing with the call. It's going to be a call given against. Believe that'll be against the Cyclones as well. And it's going to be on the court foul.
I've seen great sportsmanship, though. Like seeing that in youth sports. It's good sportsmanship. They're picking each other up, even on the opposing team. Doesn't look like there's much trash talking or anything. It just everyone's out there to do the same thing. That's to win and play basketball.
It's going to be Wonder going to Speckner, trying to make something work. It's going to be Speckner, no good.
Oh, blocking foul.
And the block there given against number 4, which will be Hayden Wiley. It's going to be 2 trips to the line then for the Lady Cyclones to really see this game out.
Looks like the game's coming to an end here. Jamie, how do you feel about the Cyclones' performance tonight?
I think in general, I think the coach will obviously be happy with the win. I think you'd be a little bit foolish not to be happy with the win, obviously. But sure. I think one thing that she will definitely take away from this win is actually the Cyclones, I feel like, have played for 2 quarters. They were a little bit quiet in the second and third quarter, but they really turned it on in this fourth quarter.
Made a
and
huge impact.
Yeah, and it was a very close game. It was 10-13 at the end of that first quarter, and it was a really close game. Cyclones in the start of the second quarter were making their way, didn't quite make things happen, but and then just kind of dropped off, and really the Lady Doggers really found their groove into the game, made some good plays in the second and third quarter.
I mean, so the Lady Doggers have only scored 2 points this quarter, if I believe that's correct. The Cyclones have just made an excellent fourth quarter performance here, especially in the time frame that they've had. They managed to bring back a 7-point deficit, and are now leading the game by another 9 points there. So the Lady Cyclones obviously had a bit of a momentum shift in this fourth quarter, and I think looking here, just maintain what they got here and make the last 25 seconds worth it, maybe get another bucket or two.
So we are going to restart this game with 2 trips to the line for Casey Kosmicki. I mean, personally, Josh, I'm going to ask you for your lady player of the match. Certainly I've got a couple of people in mind, but I'd love to hear who you think.
Yeah, for sure. I think the first player I want to go out to is on the Cyclones, Casey Kosmicki. We've been speaking about her quite a bit. She's had lots of steals, lots of shot attempts going in. She's making those and ones. She's connecting on her free throws. I think she's definitely made a good impact on the team individually and as a teammate, getting a couple assists in there as well.
Yeah, and I think I'd very much echo that statement there from Josh. I mean, Casey Kosmicki has seemed unplayable tonight. She's played a really good game of basketball. She's really contributed a lot. The other name that I would put forward for player of the match as well would also be number 14, Hadley Leithhead, making some crucial blocks as well as getting some really nice layups going, some ball movement to find her even from the Cyclones.
For sure. They're finding her in the paint. She's doing her job and making that layup against a little bit of a mismatch. She seems pretty tall. Especially
Mickey just going to see this game out.
Great
Lady Cyclone win then, and what a game it was to watch. What a game it was to commentate on, and it was a really fun game to really be a part of here.
How do you feel after announcing your first high school female basketball game?
It's very different. Obviously, as I say, we're very familiar with the college ball, and I think normally you look at a 38-48 win for either team, and you kind of go, it was a low-scoring game, but for the high school level, I know that obviously some of these games are shorter quarters, and some of the times that, as you say, you're just learning. Actually, sometimes some of those takes aren't necessarily the right ones to make. You'd rather see some
building
some
a foundation
movement
for your future.
Precisely
basketball.
that. So it's been a great watch, and I think it's been a really interesting one for me to kind of be a part of and to watch, and it was a great thing to experience so far. But nevertheless, I mean, it was a great game to watch. It was a great game to be a part of. We had the Lady Cyclones coming out as the 48-38 victors there, and really it was a real showing there on the fourth quarter. And I think the Lady Cyclones really good value for their win against the Fort Laramie Lady Doggers there. I mean, they just proved that in that fourth quarter they were just a little bit too much to handle, and they really showcased how good they can be. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a short break up here in the commentary booth, but join back with us very, very soon, where we will bring you the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers versus the Southeast Cyclones.
Wyoming, where hard-working hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything. Now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Wyomingites do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Hi, my name is Bowden Lilliedal. I'm a sophomore at Eastern Wyoming College, majoring in pre-health sciences. I want to invite you to Eastern Wyoming College for your continued education. We have small class sizes, a family-friendly environment, and we are affordable while offering many scholarships. EWC offers so many program and career certificates, so we're sure there's something for you. Check us out online at ewc.wyo.edu or call us at 307-532-8230. Charge into your future with us at Eastern Wyoming College. Lancer up.
Charging into your future as a Lancer is about meaningful relationships, learning at the crossroads of history and innovation, championing one another's success, and empowering every student to achieve their dreams. We are a community that knows one another by name, offers the quality education needed to get the most out of life, and the friendships that support us throughout the journey. We hold tight to a legacy of pioneering, knowing that by honoring our values, we can charge into our futures together and become the purpose-minded people that change the world. Becoming a Lancer is about more than academics. It's about discovering your passion and feeling at home.
Wyoming, where hard-working hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything. Now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Wyomingites do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here getting ready for the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers versus the Southeast Cyclones, and I will be here to just take you through these lineups here. And we're going to start off with the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers. Going to be number 0, Jaden LaPlante. Number 1, Matt Cook. Number 2, Jace Schlagel. Number 3, Skylar Patrick. Number 4, Mason Unverthagst. Number 5, Kane Correa. Number 10, Ethan Teeters. Number 11, Anthony Arnouche. Number 12, Tyler Smith. Number 20, Trent Dennis. Number 21, Briggs Erskine. Number 22, Avery White. Number 23, Brady Cook. Number 25, Mason Smith. Number 32, Bridget Johansson. Number 33, Hayden Smith. Number 35, Dutch Ogburn. And number 44, Gage McFarlane, coached by Chris Cook, Cody Peachy and Jess Arnouche. Now for the Southeast Cyclones, it's number 1, Spencer Booth. Number 1 on junior varsity, Elijah Mateus. Number 2, Bo Shimmick. Number 2 on junior varsity, Jackson Shimmick. Number 3, Tatum Wiedman. Number 4, Cole Tregama. Number 5, Hadley Evans. Number 10, Chase Sawyer. Sawyer. Number 11, Trevor Jolovich. Number 15, Gage Howe. Number 21, Liam Haas. Number 22, TJ Motes. Number 23, Bryce Booth. Number 30, Talon Tippett. And number 32, Jack Hartman. Coached by Tim Willis, Shay Shimmick and Hayden Anderson. As we tune in now with our starting lineups for both teams.
Southeast High School and the Wyoming High School Activities Association. We'd like to remind everyone that the 307 way has 0 tolerance for moral censorship. Please help make the 307 way a reality this today. And now the starting lineups. For the visitors on the scoreboard, the Southeast Cyclones. Number 1, the 5'9" senior Spencer Booth. Number 2, a 5'10" senior Bo Shimmick. Number 10, a 6'6" senior Chase Sawyer. Number 21, a 6'2" senior Liam Haas. And number 22, a 6'4" senior TJ Motes. The second coach by Tim Williams, Shay Shimmick, and Hayden Anderson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the homestanding Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers. Number 0, a 6-foot sophomore
the Cyclones going to get it started here with number 1, Spencer Booth.
Quick pick.
Yeah, it's a very quick pick there, and good work by the Doggers to get the ball back. It's going to be LaPlante coming forwards. Oh, nearly left the ball behind it. Number 11, Anthony Arnouche. So the holding foul there being called against. I'm trying to decide who this is against here. It is going to be against the Doggers. Against number 23, Brady Cook. Shimmick then for the Cyclones, looking for a way through. Shimmick going to hand it off to TJ Moats.
Corner.
And the 3,
Sure.
no good. The 3 there coming in from Spencer Booth. Really fighting for these two teams. The Cyclones come away with it.
Lots of effort on the floor early here.
And stolen away by number 2, Jay Schlagel.
Great bump.
It's a good bump, but given is out of bounds there. Number 11, Anthony Arnouche. And it's been an electric start to this first half. And granted, Josh, only 5 points on the board.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's a low-scoring game, but there has been lots of excitement. A few steals right off the bat. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to what these guys got. I think once they settle into the game a little bit more, they're going to feel a little more confident and be able to pull a little more stuff out of their bag. But I think right now we're looking at some good basketball, and I think they're just trying to run the plays and find the open man. I mean, they're playing pretty simple right now. No heavy pressure, nothing out of the ordinary here. It's just some basic basketball, but full of excitement.
Oh, and just going to be a little slip there, and a good steal away there by the Doggers, given away there by number 1, Spencer Booth. It's going to be number 4, Unversagt, getting the foul given against number 10, Chase Sawyer.
That was a great way to draw a foul there. I mean, he hit the pump fake. They all landed on him. He shot. Unfortunately, didn't make it after the attempt, but I think that was very good basketball IQ there by number 4, Mason
Unversagt. And is good on that first attempt.
I'm looking forward to this game. As you said, I believe you said the Doggers were 12-0.
The Doggers are, in fact, 14.
14-0, and another 2 onto that. Looks like they're going to have some good basketball. Then they seem very coordinated as a team, and especially with their stats, right? I mean, if you're 14-0, you got to have some team chemistry there. So I'm looking forward to seeing that of the Doggers.
It's been interesting as well because I mean we were watching the warm-ups especially, and I mean certainly off the way that the Cyclones were shooting, it didn't look like a team that were 4-10.
No, I mean I went into this game based off warm-ups alone. I was really impressed actually with what I was seeing with the Cyclones. So I'm curious to learn on what possibly could be one of their issues on why they're losing. But then again, they also are playing a tough team tonight, so it's going to be a good matchup.
Just being able to get it away before giving a violation there, and it's going to be the shot coming in from number 2, Shimmick, and no good. But the rebound, evidently for both of these, both of the men's and the women's teams for the basketball program at the Cyclones, they love to prioritise their rebounds.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, going back to what we were talking about last, even the game before that, rebounds are a big part of this game. If you're not getting rebounds, you're not getting the ball, you're not scoring points. And it comes down to it, honestly. If you're rebounding 70% of the things out there on the field, you're going to have a lot more opportunities to make a bucket.
Be the handoff here to Schlagel.
Goes in,
What
a beautiful move.
Gets the bucket. It's going to be an and one.
Beautiful move by Jace
for
there.
the Doggers. Jace Schlagel then making a really good move there, and it's going to be interesting. I think Coach Tim Larson is still here. I can kind of see him around, and I wonder whether maybe Coach Engel will get some information off of Coach Larson maybe tomorrow about some of the guys on these teams
For
that
sure.
maybe are doing a good job, and maybe some people to look out for. And but wow, certainly looking at the records of the teams, maybe looking out for some of the Doggers. Maybe looking at some of the guys on those teams. You
For
know,
sure.
doesn't take sheer luck to be 14-0. That's for sure.
Definitely not. They got to have chemistry, good ball movement. They got to play as a team. And so far, I'm not disagreeing with what I'm seeing there. You know what I mean? I see why they're a good team. Looks like they just had a tough bucket down there with an and one, and it looks like they're not afraid to get into some pressure, push through contact, and make their bucket.
So kind of run me through, Josh, what does the men's high school basketball games look in comparison to the women's basketball high school
For
basketball?
sure, yeah. I mean, you're going to see a lot more. I feel like you're going to see a lot more moves, a lot more contact, especially. Looks like.
I think there was just a bit of a problem there with the board, or the scoreboard, which is why they called it back.
No, but going back to that question, I mean, you're going to see a lot more contact. You're going to see a lot more. You're going to see a lot more stuff getting pulled out of their bags. You're going to be trying to get past that defender. Turnover there, jump ball. But no, you're going to see a lot more pushing through contact, trying to get that and one foul, going into the paint. And I ultimately think you're going to see a lot more shots flying up at the rim as well.
Jump ball there is going to be given towards the Cyclones. Obviously, not allowed to jump ball in college, and that's something, college and high school obviously, and that's something that I only learned having watched a college game for the first time, obviously last year. Obviously I thought that it was just going to be a jump ball, but nevertheless it's going to be Cyclone ball here, and looking to move the ball around pretty effectively. It's going to be Shimmick handing it off to number 4, Trigeba.
Yeah, and teams in high school, definitely in college especially as well.
Oh, and it sinks the 3 from Bryce Booth.
They're going to be.
Can the Doggers respond here? It's a great take there by number 23, Booth. Or trying to get the
Good move.
layup there.
Great move. I mean, going back to the difference between college basketball and high school basketball, and men's and women's especially, is you're going to see a lot more of that bag movement. You're going to see a lot more techie stuff down there in the paint. You're going to see a lot more moves. You're going to see more shots falling up, just like one there. And, you know, I look forward to that. I really enjoy watching basketball for that matter, seeing what everyone's got, how athletic everyone can be, and ultimately showing off who they are as a basketball player.
Yeah, and it's certainly been a very strong showing so far.
Great pass to the corner feed.
Oh, and the three-point attempt, not quite connecting there, but still the rebound coming in from Arnouche.
Good spin.
And spinning away and not quite being able to get the attempt to fall, and it is going to be rebounded there by number 11, Jolovic, for the Cyclones. Now trying to drive towards the rim. Oh, and that's unlucky there by Shimmick. I like that move. I like him, you know, showing a bit of ambition there and driving towards the rim.
Oh,
and LaPlante's going to
no
get
foul
that
call
to
there.
go. I mean, to be fair, what a way to finish through, you know, even considering the contact that he had.
pushing through. I love seeing that. They have grit, and then they're ready to go in there. They're not afraid to get bumped around a little bit and get some bruises.
It's going to be Trigeba. Now off to Shimmick. Back to Trigeba. What's he going to do with it? Trigeba trying to look for a way through, not quite finding it. It's going to be kicked back out. TJ Moats. Moats looking for an option. Oh, just a little bit too much on that layup there. And it's going to be a chance for the Doggers to come forward now with number 11, Arnouche.
The ball in the paint. And try to use his height here for an advantage.
Oh,
beautiful
blocked there by
block there.
TJ Moats. Does well, and it's going to be Jolovic to come forwards for the Cyclones. Jolovic looking for a way through. Now going to go TJ Moats, and just the pass letting TJ Moats down a little bit there.
You know, one thing I like seeing from TJ so far is he's using his size to advantage. He's using his build. He's obviously a bigger kid, especially for a high schooler, standing at 6'4". And you like seeing it. You like someone that can go into the paint, not afraid of contact. And he's just pushing through. You know what I mean? He's plowing through these kids, and he's happy doing it too. I mean, that's part of his role on the team, and I like seeing that.
And it's something that I was talking to my brother earlier about it back home in England. I mean, he saw a post that I had reposted from the college golf team, obviously celebrating our region championship, and he saw me stood up against Landon Gilmore, who naturally he's 6'6" and he looks like an absolute
tank
house. And that's a great layup there in the tail end of the game by number 2, Bo Shimmick, and that's a great way for the Cyclones to end off this very low scoring period, but nevertheless a great way to end it. And as coming back to what I was saying, I was talking to my brother about actually he was like, why are they so big? Why do they look so tall? And I was like, I wish I had the answer for that, because I could not tell you. And American kids, I have noticed, they just are a lot bigger. It's certainly been one of the things really interesting to see. You look at the likes of yourself, you're well over I don't know your height exactly, but you're well over 6 foot. 6'2". I mean, you've got Landon who's at 6'6". And even looking down the sheet here, I mean, I can't count on one hand how many over 6 foot players there are, and they're in, about 2 or 3. Yeah, they're about 2 or 3 grades probably younger than me. So it's like, it's amazing. Me stood at 5'10" looks very, very small in comparison to a lot of the guys here. And he was just saying to me, he was like, why on earth are people so tall? And I was like, I have no idea. I can't tell you that. But clearly just something in your genes just make you that much taller.
All them Wheaties in the morning, Jamie.
Maybe just as children, they're just stretching you out, just making sure that they can really maximise the growth.
Turn us all into basketball players and football players.
Precisely that.
I got on the short end of the deal, and I became a golfer.
Hey, golf is not bad.
Beautiful.
It's a great take there by number 11, considering
board.
And it's just not falling at the moment for the Doggers. I mean, they've had a couple of opportunities that actually they seem like they've taken it really well, but just not quite being able to get it go.
Going in, right.
And to be honest, there it was a great read by LaPlante, Jaden LaPlante there, doing really well to redirect that pass, but it is going to go out again for a Cyclone ball.
No, I'm looking at that. I don't disagree with that pass at all. I mean, yes, it got taken away and got paved off, but at the end of the day, Jaden LaPlante, he just played phenomenal defense there. He covered when he needed to, and I mean, that's ultimately a good job that you can play as a teammate in basketball. Is defense wins championships. It's a famous quote. I'm sure everyone's heard it before.
And I mean, even going back to the height thing, sorry, I have to, because I'm looking at number 10 there, Chase Sawyer. He is 6'6", and he's a senior in high school. And I'm looking at him even from the commentary gantry that we're at right now, and I'm looking at him and going, wow, he's tall.
It's a big boy, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Then you even look at it going up to the next college level. 6'4" is all of a sudden small at the college level. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, I'm 6'2", and I'm standing up against some of these players on our Eastern Wyoming team, and I feel mini compared to them. You know what I mean? We got players like Vukashin, 6'9", Zay, 6'8". I mean, we have some tall players on our team, and ultimately in high school it's a lot different. I mean, there is a couple of 6-footers in there, and like I said, a small handful of them, but that 6'4" all of a sudden turns into a guard at the college level compared to it being a center at the high school.
Must be nice. Now we're going to get this back on the way here. Brady Cook then trying to make something happen. Brady Cook looking for a shot off, gets it to go. And it's a great take in the end there. And there was a part of me there that was just going, move the ball on, kick it out. You've got an open guy, at the corner, and just make something happen. But he made it happen himself, and he managed to stretch out this lead to a 3-point lead for the Doggers. Now, enlighten me, Josh. I mean, I've seen here, obviously, we've had the first period was 10 minutes, the second period is 8 minutes. So I'm guessing it's quarters.
Yeah, and I personally don't know that much about high school basketball and how time and stuff will change compared to that college level. But you are correct, it was a 10-minute quarter, and Did it really go down to 8?
Yeah,
Wow.
I've
never seen that before.
I'm fairly sure that started at 8 there, and that's definitely news to me. It makes sense because they are still playing. They'll be playing more. They'll be playing roughly about 8 minutes more than the girls. Obviously, at college level, they play the same amount of time, just in a different format. Obviously, the guys go for 20-minute halves, and the girls go for 10-minute quarters. But that's something that's always interested me as well, is the fact that when you get to the NBA, it doesn't work in halves, does it? It does work in quarters.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
what do you think the thinking is behind that?
Jamie, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't understand the thinking. Could just be, we are at a younger level and not possibly as much condition as some. Going back to it, though, I would think it'd be the opposite. I would think the NBA would be at 20-minute halves compared to the 10-minute quarters. And I think NBA is even a bit longer than college, if I recall correctly.
Yes, it is, yeah, because again, you're going to know this better than I will, but, correct me if I'm wrong, but what a three-pointer that is by Bo Shimmick.
On the 6'6" forward.
Getting this game back to a tied level. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure it is 15-minute quarters.
So, yep.
And it's a great fake there by number 23,
draws the foul.
Brady Cook, but will have a chance from the line nonetheless.
He's getting in there. He's not
he is
afraid.
getting in there, and he's definitely been a vocal point for this Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers side. He's been dodging his defenders and really trying to make moves.
And especially at that high school level, 6'6" just stands out so much more than a 6'6" player would.
And that is
in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly that. And that first attempt, definitely trying to sneak out, but in the end decided, no, I'll drop in through the net and give ourselves the extra point. That one looks a little bit short, but nevertheless it is going to drop. And it's going to be 16-14 then as we get back underway, going forwards with number 4, Tregemba.
And having a forward and a center that can make free throws is crucial, right? They're going in there, they're drawing fouls, they're drawing contact. And if they can execute on all of their free throws throughout a game, it's going to be a definite game changer for the team.
And then that's given out off of the Doggers. It's going to be Cyclone ball, starting off with number 23, Bryce Booth, on this near side, now handing it off to Bo Shimmick. Shimmick now really looking for an option, making sure to try and fake his spin move. The take, maybe not his best ever, but nevertheless it's going to be Doggers ball, and there's a great pass there, just unfortunate really not to get his hand on it, was number 2, Jay Schlagel.
Timeout on the side.
It's going to be a timeout given or taken by the Cyclones, just a chance to talk things over and to really try and get their foothold into the game. So, Josh, kind of tell me, 5 minutes left of this first half, and what are your main takeaways from this?
Yeah, for sure. Seeing that 6'6" forward, Brady Cook, I believe. Yeah, Brady Cook. He's an excellent player to the Doggers. He's making buckets. He's getting in there. He's not afraid to draw fouls. And then looking even at the Cyclone side of things, at TJ Moats, another big player for a high school basketball player. And he's doing the same thing, similar situations, trying to get in there, draw the foul, get in the paint, and make his layup. So I am looking forward to seeing those two kind of duke it out throughout the game. And I think, a main point of view is I go back to it. Every basketball game I talk about this, but we go back to just finding that open man and taking that open shot instead of some more contested shots we've seen. Ball movement's going to be everything in these basketball games, right? You find in the open man, you're shooting shots, they're going to start falling in eventually.
I must give credit to whoever is on the music here. I was saying to you before, I do very much feel like the music that they've got at the high school games is kind of better than
our college games
that we've had at the college games. And I don't know whether that's me being a little nostalgic. There's been a lot of older songs that certainly I remember from. Wow, what a grab that was by Tregemba. One-handed, just kind of picked off. Stolen away though by LaPlante. LaPlante really trying to look for something here. Okay, there's a travel against LaPlante there, and it's going to be straight back into the hands of the Cyclones. I don't know, maybe that's me being a little bit nostalgic and maybe showing a little bit of my age there, but these are certainly songs that I remember very, very well from my childhood.
For sure.
Thinking back to 2016, which is quite disturbing to think that was 10 years ago, and to think that I was, at this point 10 years ago, I was 10 years old. now 20. Oh, I feel very old.
Getting older.
As the shot there coming in from number 10, Chase Sawyer, just not quite being able to drop, but we'll have the 2 attempts from the line. And we were talking about him earlier, you know, the 6'6" senior going in here.
It's huge.
Sawyer then. Oh, just missing on that first attempt and just slightly missing left, and that was be a good chance to get this game back into a one possession. Oh well, going back to a 1 point game rather. As long as Sawyer can try and make this second attempt up in the air, and the second one doesn't fall for them either. And it's going to be Jaden LaPlante then to rebound that ball, giving it off to Unversagt.
Another traveling violation.
And that's been something that so far on the Doggers, it's been seemingly been a bit of a struggle. They've just been caught on the travelling a little bit too much.
Sure, I think that comes from the pressure. You know what I mean? That's coming from the pressure of the Cyclones on defense. I mean, they're forcing them to do something with the ball, and that could overall cause travel or even turnovers.
Trugemba, great bounce pass to TJ Motes, but an equally great block there by Brady Cook. Now, and again, just a long pass there by the Doggers. I mean, it's just seeming as though they're just having a bit of a hard time trying to actually grasp onto the ball.
For sure, and I remember I had some talks with some coaches back in high school about that. I never have seen a coach more mad over long passes in basketball. I mean, when they connect, and it's an easy bucket, right? But getting that perfect pass from cross court, I mean, I can't tell you exactly how long a basketball court is, but it's a good ways to throw a spot-on pass and then receive it at the ending end of a bucket. So I think a little bit what the Doggers are going to be doing here is just slow it down, get in a rhythm. I mean, let's get back in it. Let's not have any more turnovers than we need to here.
Well, again, it is great to have you here with us tonight to watch along with this game between the Lingle Fort Laramie Dodgers and the Doggers rather, and the Southeast Cyclones.
Love being here.
A little bit of Crazy Train as well on the Orcs. Again, DJ just showing that he knows music. He knows good music when he sees it, or hears it, I guess. Number 4, Trugemba then to come forward then for the Cyclones. Trugemba looking for a way forward. He's now going to go off to number 2, Bo Shimmick. Shimmick assessing his options. He is paired up against number 11, Arnouche. Trugemba looking for a bounce pass towards TJ Motes. Great pass there to get it to.
Offensive rebound.
There's a lot that's just happened there, and you know, the pass from TJ Motes to get it to Chase Sawyer was a fantastic pass. Oh, it's going to be the 3-point attempt here by Brady Cook, and then. Yes, okay, the 2-point miss, but then you also had the rebound again by Motes, who picked it up, put it back into the basket, and now we're at a tied game.
Step back 3 there.
Oh, Shimmy! Gets it to fall! And correct me if I'm wrong, Josh, but I think that's the first time that the Cyclones have taken the lead.
For sure. And I love that confidence in that shot. He knows his bag.
Oh, and the hold there being given against the Cyclones. Cyclones fans in front of her.
That.
Well, I mean, we are sat on the Cyclone end, so that would make sense.
I'd like to sit on the other side and see what they're thinking of some of these calls.
I think we would
It's
have had more claps than we did groans, but nevertheless, holding foul there being given against the Cyclones.
You know, it's always interesting seeing these crowd interactions with the ref and the players, and how can it affect a basketball player's game while they're in the moment? You know what I mean?
Exactly, and they get the bucket to fall. Number 11, Anthony Arnouche.
Gets the and one as well.
And it's going to be a chance to get back that 3-pointer that they just conceded. Arnouche then. A very interesting free throw technique there, but I mean, he makes it drop, so if it's not broken, don't fix it.
That's right.
And just a call there by Shimmick to try and.
A little bit of bad work here.
It's going to be Bryce Booth then handing it off to Booth. Now to Shimmick. Shimmick, the screen coming in from Sawyer. Yeah, and that is a foul there given against number 11, Anthony Arnouche.
As you can hear, the crowd is, as we were on the Cyclone side, they like that call. A little bit more claps there.
And it's going to be number 11, Trevor Jolovic, who's going to be coming on for number 21, Liam Haas. And the Cyclones looking to get it back in and underway and reaching for it at the Cyclones. They do come away with it. Spencer Booth handing it off to Shimmick for 3. No good.
You know, I really don't hate that shot take from Shimmick there. He's shown himself in this game to be an excellent ball handler. He can shoot the ball. And he's overall just being a great team player, feeding his teammates with excellent passes that are resulting in layups. And I love that confidence in his game, right? I mean, he's not letting his size define him. I mean, he's standing at 5'10".
Travel there given against Jolovic.
Especially going up against some of those players that are 6 foot, 6'6", 6'4". I mean, he's going in there and he's not afraid to draw some contact and use his ball work at his advantage.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a game on our hands with 2 minutes left of this game, 19 apiece, and I mean, Josh, this song as well. Again, I'm coming back to the music. I can't help it. I mean, he is playing some absolute tunes. This song for me is, I mean, I don't know when Top Gun Maverick came out, but it very much resonates with that summer. I want to say it was 2022 or 2023. Yeah. And I remember that summer very well, and I must admit, it was one of my best summers, I think. I put it up there with 2016. 2016 always felt good.
Yeah.
But not only have we got some good music on the show, we've also got some very good basketball that we're bringing here to you live. Got 19 apiece here as we're coming into the tail end of this first half.
Anthony Arnouche bringing up the ball.
And there's a...
What's going on?
The coach on the Cyclones there just looked to...
There a technical foul.
Yeah, technical foul given against the coach there, because he had a little bit of a, as we would say in England, had a little bit of a pop at the referee, which basically just very, very much disagreed with his opinion on that call. But it's going to be an interesting one, because for the Cyclones here, they're going to go potentially 2 points down and lose the possession as well. That's another big thing, and you know, it's going to be not really to any fault of their own.
No, and that's always unfortunate as a player, having a coach that will draw a tech or something. But at the end of the day, that coach is just trying to have your back. You can't blame him for anything there. And, you know, I like seeing that necessarily in a coach. He's going to have his players' back. He's not afraid to fight for him. He's not afraid to share his opinion on what he thinks about certain calls. And that's not necessarily a bad thing in a coach.
I think the referee's just told the coach to go and sit on the bench.
He's in timeout.
Yeah.
Coach has been placed in timeout.
But nevertheless, the Doggers looking for a way through here, through Brady Cook. Now kicking it out to number 4, Mason Unversagt.
Unlucky, didn't go there.
The rebound there coming in from number 10.
Nice between the legs pass.
It was fantastic. I mean, from the rebound to the pass, Chase Sawyer.
Number 2 showing off his handles, getting through defenders.
The foul being given against number 21, Liam Haas. And you can really hear how the crowd feel about that.
A lot of boos in the crowd right now. And I wonder if that almost comes from what the coach was saying to the ref earlier. I wonder if that had a little bit of an impact on the call there.
Absolutely.
Cyclones getting loud now.
The Cyclones fans and bench getting loud, making it difficult for the Doggers.
Spin move. Draws the foul, and the one.
And
huge
one.
Bucket for the Doggers.
23, Brady Cook making it drop. We've got a bit of a feisty affair on our hands here, Josh.
I'm looking forward to seeing what this game brings to us. I mean, we're only in the second quarter, and we're seeing some excitement here.
It's been a very interesting one to see even so far. I mean, this Doggers side clearly taking it to the Cyclones, and the and one dropping as well, making it a 24-19 game then.
Uses his size to his advantage there. Brady Cook just seems like an excellent basketball player in the paint. He's not afraid to get in there, and I've brought that up multiple times throughout about different players, but he's shown an excellent job of doing that.
Shimmick
Again,
trying to shimmy his way around. It's now going off to Jolovic. Looking for an option. Intercepted there. And now it's going to be Brady Cook to bring it forward. Oh, off the foot there. And to be honest, I think that's actually a very good play there by the Cyclones, because if he doesn't get in the way of that, that is going to very easily be a bucket for the Doggers.
For sure. Fast break, 2v1.
Exactly that. I mean, you're looking then at a 7-point game, and it's just something about saying that you've got a 5-point deficit rather than a 7-point deficit. It makes it seem that much better. Oh, it's going to be an easy
door.
denied by number 10, Chase Sawyer.
Beautiful back door there as well. I thought everything was right there, and that was just a perfect execution block.
And the blocking foul there going to be against number 11, Anthony Arnouge. I'll tell you what, that block from Chase Sawyer, I thought for sure that number 4, Mason Unversact there, was going to be in for an easy 2 for the Doggers, but then came in Chase Sawyer. Denial of that attempt. Maybe a chance for the Cyclones to flip around this momentum with Shimmick. Shimmick going to be up against Arnouge. Going to go for the 3. No good. Good attempt. Put back layup. And it's going to be the and 1 through Liam House.
Loving this. Standing on this side of the stadium, Jamie, you love the energy from the crowd here. I mean, that is huge for the Cyclones there.
And this is going to be interesting, because I tell you what. I tell you what, it has been given on the court, so it's not an and 1.
Wow.
It's been given as on the court.
Cyclone coach not happy about
the Cyclone coach isn't happy with one of the
pointing at the Doggers crowd.
Yeah,
members.
there's someone in the Doggers crowd there that's clearly said something. Behind the back pass. Couldn't make the layup go. It's going to be Arnouge for 3. No good. Rebounded. It's going to be out. Oh, that's interesting. That's been given out off of the Doggers. But I'm telling you now, from my angle, it looked like he was out off the Cyclones.
I couldn't have disagreed more with that call there. I mean, obviously, we can't see exactly what's going on down there in the court, but that looked like Dogger ball there.
To be completely honest with you, I completely forgot we were still in the first half. That was quite the end to that.
Crazy start.
That's quite the end to that first half there, and you can see that the coach there is looking back a little bit distastefully at the referees, and
not liking it.
I mean, I think there was definitely some calls that I think everyone's going to disagree with, depending on what side of the ball you're on. I think, in my opinion, I think the Cyclones might feel a little bit hard done by, certainly with some of the decisions that were made. I think it definitely looked like the foul came in after he got the shot off.
For sure.
Should have been an and 1.
And that was a call, I just don't know what the ref was seeing there, honestly. I truly thought that was an and 1 bucket. The whole crowd thought it was. Everyone out there thought it was, until unfortunately the ref calls it something else.
And I'll tell you what, being a referee on the court, it is a very difficult job, and it's one thing that I'm very happy to be up here in the commentary booth rather than down there on the court, trying to make decisions on this game. But make sure that you join back with us very soon as we bring you the second half of this Dogger versus Cyclones ball game.
Charging into your future as a Lancer is about meaningful relationships, learning at the crossroads of history and innovation, championing one another's success, and empowering every student to achieve their dreams. We are a community that knows one another by name, offers the quality education needed to get the most out of life, and the friendships that support us throughout the journey. We hold tight to a legacy of pioneering, knowing that by honoring our values, we can charge into our futures together and become the purpose-minded people that change the world. Becoming a Lancer is about more than academics. It's about discovering your passion and feeling at home.
Hi, my name is Bowden Lilliedal. I'm a sophomore at Eastern Wyoming College, majoring in pre-health sciences. I want to invite you to Eastern Wyoming College for your continued education. We have small class sizes, a family-friendly environment, and we are affordable while offering many scholarships. EWC offers so many program and career certificates, so we're sure there's something for you. Check us out online at ewc.wyo.edu or call us at 307-532-8230. Charge into your future with us at Eastern Wyoming College. Lancer out.
Charging into your future as a Lancer is about meaningful relationships, learning at the crossroads of history and innovation, championing one another's success, and empowering every student to achieve their dreams. We are a community that knows one another by name, offers the quality education needed to get the most out of life, and the friendships that support us throughout the journey. We hold tight to a legacy of pioneering, knowing that by honoring our values, we can charge into our futures together and become the purpose-minded people that change the world. Becoming a Lancer is about more than academics. It's about discovering your passion and feeling at home.
Wyoming, where hard-working hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything. Now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Wyomingites do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Wyoming, where hard-working hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything. Now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Wyomingites do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Wow,
We're
Josh,
back.
it is fun to stay at the YMCA, and it's fun to be here at this high school basketball game.
No place I'd rather be, Jamie.
Right on, as we get ready to welcome on the second half of this Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers versus Southeast Cyclones game, and very cagey affair in that first half. What do you foresee in this next half?
Yeah, no, I think Cyclones, again, they're going to be trying to use their big man as their advantage here. And, again, the Doggers, they got some big men of themselves. I mean, they got two players that are 6'5", or I guess 6'3" plus, right? So it's definitely going to be a height battle. They're going to be going in there, getting fouls, and making contact, and hopefully pushing through. And I'd like to see a little bit of gain from the Cyclones here. We haven't had some calls go their way here, but looking forward to the second half basketball.
Well, it promises to be a very entertaining affair upcoming as we get another 8-minute period up on the board, ready to go. And it's going to be
a very exciting game so far.
It has been a very exciting game, and it's been one that it's been interesting to see. And the Doggers have thought it was their ball for a second, and then the Cyclones very much allowed them to go, actually, no, I think it's our ball. And we're going to get this game back underway then, and it's going to be number 1, Spencer Booth, for the Cyclones to come forwards with it. Oh, it's going to be a fadeaway 2.
Start.
Lovely start
That's
for the
just the start
Cyclones.
you're looking for as you're a Cyclone player here. I mean, textbook mid-range there.
I mean, you're down in the game, and to get the first bucket of the of the second half is definitely going to be a nice momentum shift for the Cyclones, making a charge for it there, and that's a great block again coming in from number 10, Chase Sawyer. And the Cyclones maybe a chance to really capitalise on a bit of good fortune here for them. It's going to be Bo Shimmick. Now coming over to Liam Haas. Liam Haas going to look for an option. It finds Spencer Booth. Booth looking for the jump shot 2. No good. Rebounded by Brady Cook.
Didn't like his release there. Might have slipped a little bit.
It's going to be Schlagel making a run for it and gets into the rim.
Using that body build to his advantage here.
And the Cyclones are pegged back again by another 2 points, and it's going to be Spencer Booth to try and create something here for the Cyclones, getting it to TJ Moat. Great feed, great take,
Okay.
and it's going to be another 2 points for the Cyclones, taking it back to a 3-point game.
Again, after this first minute and a half, goes back to what we were saying. They're using their size to their advantage here. I mean, they got multiple players over 6'4", and
LaPlante
great steal.
stolen away by number 21, Liam Haas, but it's called back for a holding foul. And it's going to be Chase Schlagel from the byline. Oh, and a bit of a
Good defense
pinball,
there.
and it's going to be the Cyclone ball anyway. And I mean, there's a old adage with basketball, the ball doesn't lie, and maybe that's one of those that came into play there. I mean, certainly the Cyclones fans felt like it was not necessarily a fair call on them. Spencer Booth then coming forward for the Cyclones, looking for an option. Block given against number 2, Jace Schlagel there. And it's going to be number 23, Bryce Booth, is going to, I think, is looking to come on, and he is indeed in favour of number 21, Liam Haas. It's going to be the 3-point attempt. Oh, that's way short by number 1, Spencer Booth.
Great
Well
block
rebounded,
there
though, by
23, Brady Cook.
Bryce Booth actually rebounded that really well, but then the block then coming in from Brady Kirk, and then again, good defensive play there by the Cyclones to come away with it, and it's going to be Shimmick now, and definitely seems like someone that they need to feed the ball to. Seems very confident on the ball.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's got.
Oh, and gets the foul there, and I mean, I'm speaking purely from someone that doesn't really know basketball that much, but I mean, from there, number 0, Jaden LaPlante, maybe not the wisest of fouls to give away, because there wasn't many opportunities there for number 2,
I mean,
Bo
it's heavily
Shimmick, to
contested
actually
on all
get
sides,
to the
right.
rim.
No, I mean, I couldn't agree more with that there. And Bo did a great job of drawing that foul and taking advantage of at least the first of 2 free throws here.
This is going to be a good chance for the Cyclones to bring it back to a 1-point game if he makes this, and it's going to be for the Doggers. It's going to be number 12, Tyler Smith, coming in favour of number 4, Mason Unversagt. Very unique routine there for number 2, Bo Shimmick, but nevertheless it works, and it's going to be number 11, Arnouche on the long ball.
Good cross.
And stolen away by Shimmick, but still in possession of the Doggers. Faking the 3-point
spin
attempt
move
by
Fake.
Cook.
Ooh.
Given against Cook as well. And it's going to be Cyclone ball, and
You know, what I really like seeing from Brady Cook here on the Doggers is he standing at 6'5", and he's got a little bit of a bag behind him, right? He draws into that bag, and he's able to have some moves that you wouldn't necessarily see a 6'5" high school player having as much.
it's going to be Shimmick on the ball. Timeout called by the Southeast Cyclones then, and as they start getting into this game, you know, it's been a really good start to this second half already, and you can see the intensity from both teams and the desire that both teams have to try and get something out of this game.
Wonder if the crowd's going to get in on this song.
I would like to think so. I mean, if this was back in England, I think
The whole crowd's going.
yeah, the entire crowd. I mean,
For sure.
this was actually funny. Little fun fact for you: this was voted as the unofficial anthem of the UK.
Wow.
They played at every single football game ever, and when I mean football, I mean soccer.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of conversations with Americans about
Backwards
that.
football, man.
Well, I mean, for me, it just makes sense to call a sport where you use your football.
No, for sure. But could call this handball.
You could absolutely call this handball, and in fact, I mean, I don't know if you actually know this, but handball is actually a very popular sport in Europe.
Never heard of it. if I'm
Yeah,
being
well, that's
100% honest.
that's why I didn't feel too harsh in saying if you actually know what handball is. And
Good
the
move.
drive in there,
Oh,
I
big
think
foul.
I think that was very much just trying to attract the foul there by Booth. It's going to be a Cyclone
He's not
ball
happy
still.
with it. He did try to attract that foul, and he's disagreeing that he didn't get the foul
Yeah,
call there.
I think he can feel a little bit hard done by not getting that foul. Certainly as it seems like so far. I mean, Trevor Jolovic now going to be the one to bring it in for the Cyclones. Great grab there by
ball
number
doesn't
1,
lie.
Spencer Booth, and he
That's
gets
ball
the and
doesn't lie
one.
right there. I mean, classic saying, ball doesn't lie. He doesn't get the foul call in the previous play, gets the ball straight back, draws the foul, makes a bucket, and is going for an and one attempt here.
And it's going to give the Cyclones the lead, regardless of what this and one attempt does, but it's going to be at least 27-26 in the favour of the Cyclones.
Misses.
It does remain that way. Number 23, Brady Cook, to bring it forward, and it's going to be Arnouche. Arnouche spinning away, not being able to make it drop, though.
Great rebound.
Oh, and picked, or nearly picked off, just
Great
knocked into the hands of Bo Shimmick.
Insane right now.
And that's a massive make to take this to a 2-possession game.
The crowd is going absolutely nuts for the Cyclones.
You can hear the Cyclones fans really getting behind their players. Hold being given against the Cyclones there, and as you might have been able to hear through the mic, just a
couple of disagreements. I love it though. It's awesome having these supportive parents here, having their kids back, watching them play basketball. It's a lot of fun.
And Chase Sawyer is the one going to be making way here. Looks like in favour of number 22.
Great step through there.
TJ Moats. And
wow.
That's a great finish
Brady
there
Cook
by
just
the
has a
Doggers.
bag for his size. We talked about him earlier, about the bag he draws into. And for a 6'5" player, he's just able to move that.
Tregemba then. Giving it off to Jolovic. Slight mishap, but nevertheless, still on the ball. Tregemba looking for a way through. Tregemba still looking for a way through. Kicks it back out to TJ Moats. Moats is going to go to Jolovic here. Jolovic looking for a way through. Now going back to TJ Moats. TJ Moats is going to try and pump the three. Gets the finish through the contact.
Great finish.
That's a fantastic finish to lay up.
Using his size there. We like seeing that. Big boy. We got the matchup we've been waiting for. Great D by Moats.
It's a fantastic bit of D. It's going to be LaPlante for three.
Big time three for the Doggers here.
Ties this game up at 31 apiece, and timeout called by the Doggers coach. Well, my, Josh, have we got a game on our hands? 3.5 minutes left of this third period.
It's been a lot of fun so far.
It's been a lot of fun, and certainly this game here, you know, both games were really fun to watch, but this game has certainly seemed to have a little bit more spice towards it. Seemed a little bit more vigor
into it. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the crowd's definitely a little bit more involved in this game. We got, I guess, obviously on our side, the whole side that we are commentating on is Cyclone supporters, and they're definitely getting loud for their team. They're supportive, and they're not afraid to make their stance on what they think about some of these refs' calls.
It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this game pans out. So if you're planning to maybe leave the stream to go and grab some dinner, I would recommend holding dinner off for about another half an hour to see how this game's really going to turn out.
I'm excited, Jamie.
And it's going to get restarted with the Cyclones. Gonna get Cole Tregemba, the 5'6" sophomore, to get things going here for the Cyclones. Spencer Booth giving it off to Jolovic. Jolovic now looking for a way through. Jolovic really trying to shake off his marker in LaPlante. Shimmick giving a chance just to make some adjustments. Shimmick
trying to run it.
Great
defense.
Tipped there by LaPlante, but it is great defense. And obviously without a shot clock here, there is no implication for that going out of play. It's just going to be starting the same way that we finished off.
LaPlante, I mean, proven to be an effective player in this game as well. I mean, he's averaging 10.2 points a game. Yeah, he's shooting 47% from the field. You know what I mean? He's seems like an excellent shooter. He's got confidence. I mean, that's higher than you're seeing in a lot of NBA players right now. Actually, it goes to show he's confident. I mean, the future of basketball is right here in front of us, and I love seeing it.
Yeah, it's going to be a chance it's great defense there by LaPlante, but nevertheless, it's going to be number 1 Spencer Booth to pick it back up. Spencer Booth going to go for the.
I thought that was all ball there, Jamie.
Yeah, for a minute I thought he was going to get a good block. And obviously, number 23, Brady Cook, trying to make his case, but it's going to be the chance for the Cyclones to get back into the lead of this game. And obviously we didn't hear many groans over here for that call, obviously being on the Cyclone side, but I'm imagining there was a few on the side of the Doggers there.
Doesn't take advantage.
Yeah, and maybe a case there of ball doesn't lie, and maybe the first time that we've seen that for the Doggers so far tonight.
I love a little bit of ball don't lie.
Something that
We'll settle all disputes.
Yeah, something that frequently gets referenced in our little scrimmage matches that we have within the golf team.
Looks like Bill Ingle makes his appearance here at the game. Maybe potentially scouting out some new players.
Keeping an eye on the game, and maybe it's something that I don't think Coach Engel showed his face certainly at the beginning of the game, but maybe a few of those players catching a sight of Coach Engel there might be trying to make themselves look a little bit more flashy. I mean, you can see Arnoush now trying to organise his offensive.
Could have gotten away with that move.
And intercept. That's a poor pass there by number 23, Brady Cook. It's going to be brought away now for the Cyclones, looking for an option. TJ Moats.
Not afraid to get in their face on defense.
Booth back out to Moats. Moats looking for an option. He's going to hand it off to Dragemba. Dragemba now to Booth. It's going to go over to Spencer Booth. Now for Bo Shimmick. Bo Shimmick
Screen.
looking for an option.
It's the mismatch here. Let's see if he can take advantage of it here.
Just trying to get a little bit of organisation here. No look pass going over towards...
three. Oh.
Yeah, going over towards number 23, Bryce Booth there, and just not quite being able to capitalise on the three-point attempt. But nevertheless, it's now going to be the Doggers to come forward. Number 2, Schlagel. Now to LaPlante. Making
great move.
Duking off his defender and...
I mean, that was a phenomenal
rebounded there by
jab
number
step
22,
that's a
TJ Moats.
jab step there from LaPlante. And, I mean, I like seeing this. You know, for high school players, they got a little bit of a bag.
Shimmick with a 2, no good. Rebounded there.
Good attempt there.
It's going to be given against the Cyclones here. I think it's going to be given against number 1, Spencer Booth, and he's definitely trying to make his case to the referee about that. And you can see even between number 1 Spencer Booth and number 2 Jay Schlagel there, just he's changing some words. And
6'6", center from the Cyclones comes in now. Chase Sawyer.
Chase Sawyer obviously been the input of some really good blocks so far in this game, as we've seen. Oh, and it's going to be a fadeaway 2 attempt here. No good. Rebounded there by the Cyclones.
Could be wrong there, but there might have been a tip there on Brady Cook.
You'll be better informed about that. I didn't see.
Brady Cook, but TJ Moats. I apologize.
It's going to be Sawyer. Sawyer looking for an option. He's going to try and hand it off to number 23, Bryce. I think there's a timeout there called by the Southeast Cyclones.
Technical there.
That was an interesting one. I thought for a moment there was a foul that we didn't see, but nevertheless, it's going to be a timeout called by the Cyclones.
For sure. What are you looking forward to seeing in this last 8.5 minutes of this game?
Sorry, repeat that. I kind of zoned out for a second.
No worries. I said, what are you looking forward to in the last 8.5 minutes of this game? I mean, what are you looking for on the teams? What do you want to see from the players? I mean, even what would you want to see at the end of the day?
I think really for me, the Cyclones just have to keep piling on the pressure that they have. I think it's clear to see the fact that, you know, this Fort Laramie team, obviously being 14-0 on the season, clearly can come into their own when it matters in terms of a game. You know, and really, you're looking at this Cyclones team. If they can get a win here against the Doggers, it would really make an impact on their season, but also too might knock the Doggers off their high horse. And
right.
You know, it's definitely easy to go into games being 14-0 and going, we're going to absolutely storm this, especially looking at team 4-10. But looking at the score there, you know, it's very much the opposite. It's a very close game. It's very well contested, and right now I just want to see that kind of game continue. Not getting scrappy with it. I mean, there's been a couple of instances where maybe some of the teams are trying to force shots that aren't there. But really what I'd want to see out of both teams right now is maintaining that effort, and really the team that wants it more will win this game, and it's going to be interesting to see who that ends up being. They've got to be careful here of a 5-second violation, but it's going to be tipped there by number 23, Brady Cook. It's going to give the ball back over to the Doggers.
I mean, he's just a big player, especially in these high school matchups. I mean, he's definitely got an advantage on the field.
Hold there being given against number 4, Cole Trigamba.
I don't know if anything was said there between those two players.
There's been a little bit of heat between a few of these players so far. I mean, I've certainly seen, on behalf of Trigamba, I've certainly seen him exchange some words with Schlagel, which I think was the guy that he fouled. And you know, there's definitely something there. I think maybe a little bit of heat, something that I think the coaches will be very mindful of. As number 0, Jaden LaPlante gets it to fall.
Jaden going back, he's averaging 10 points a game, being a team player this game. He's
making a drive,
great,
denied by Jaden LaPlante.
Jaden LaPlante having an excellent finish to this quarter. I mean, that is just an absolute game changer for the Doggers here. I think that's definitely going to be a momentum shift here. Let's see if the Cyclones can pull out of it, especially being the underdog. They've been fighting hard this game. And like you said, they got a 4-10 record right now, which I'm currently not seeing in this game. I see them as a successful team, especially compared to the 14-0 Doggers here. I think they're putting up a dang good fight. They're playing hard, and I really look forward to seeing the last 8 minutes of this game, the last quarter, come into play.
Yeah, I am as well, and it's been a really interesting one to watch so far. And as you said, you know, you look at this Cyclones team, you don't see a team that are 4-10. You see a team that are well structured. You see a team that don't try and force things.
Coached well, I believe.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. And you know, they're very much trying to find their way into this game. And I mean, certainly so far, it's been a really entertaining watch, and something that I've been really happy to kind of get into, because I mean, you can really feel the heat off of these Cyclone fans. I mean, we are sat right in the middle of them, and you can definitely feel that off of them. And I'm sure it's the same over on the Lingle Fort Laramie side. But right now, it's a very close game, and it's going to be very interesting to see how this game pans out.
Looking forward to it. I wonder if it's going to get a little bit scrappier here in this fourth quarter, especially with some words being said between a couple of the players.
It's a very big rivalry game, this, so I wouldn't be surprised if it did get a little bit interesting coming into the last portion of this game. And another block there by number 10, Chase Sawyer. And you know, those are the kinds of blocks that he has just implemented throughout the entirety of this game, and it has really shown, you know, to be a real strong point of not only his game but the defensive part of the Cyclones. You know, they've been really emphasising those blocks and making sure that they really try not to let the Doggers have a chance.
For sure, and I'm seeing 22.
TJ Motes.
Yeah, TJ Motes and
again blocked off by TJ Motes there, but foul given against him.
Just getting back to that, I mean, number 22, TJ Motes, and number 23, Bryce Booth. I mean, they're working phenomenal together, right? They're two big men. They're in the paint together, and they're just getting blocks left and right, getting boards left and right. And I guess I can't say working well together, but they're playing as you could see they're opponents, and they're fighting against each other. You know what I mean? They have similar play styles. They're playing the same game.
First attempt is good by number 23, Brady Cook.
Oh, I'm confusing my players here, man.
I think you were probably talking about number
Chase
22,
Sawyer.
TJ Motes, and number 10, Chase
yes,
Sawyer.
Yep. And that's what I meant. You know what I mean? They're working well together. They're both getting blocks. They're both getting rebounds. And to have two big players that have a huge size advantage over the field in the paint is a huge advantage in games like this.
And Cook for his second attempt then is good and just clips that front side of the rim. 32-36 then in favour of the Doggers as we come into the tail end of this game. It's Booth trying to make an impact on this game, but really well got by Bryce Booth. Now it's number 2, Shimmick. Shimmick trying to make something happen up against Arnouche. The three-point attempt, no good, and not quite being able to keep it in play was number 21, Liam Haas. and it's going to be given away. Number 11 then, Anthony Arnouche to bring it forwards up against number 2, Bo Shimmick. Now it's off to LaPlante. Unversagt, and it's blocked again by number 10, Chase Sawyer.
I mean, Chase Sawyer is just putting up numbers this game. He is
and
doing his
it's been
job.
really interesting to watch because number 4, Mason Unversagt, has been one of those that has constantly been trying to... Oh, what a take that is by number 0, Jaden LaPlante.
I mean, he has shown an impact on this game as well. I mean, this is just high-quality basketball at the high school level.
This is a fantastic game to watch, and as I said earlier, do not click off it if you were planning to. And it is going to be out off of the Cyclones. The Cyclones need to make sure that they don't lose a grasp on this game here, because if the Doggers manage to get a score here, it's going to make it to an 8-point game, and that is going to be an interesting one to see how the Cyclones respond to, because that is a lot to try and come back from then at that point. Block there being given, I think, against number 21.
Like a pretty clear foul there. I mean, he wrapped his arm around him. I mean, that's basketball, right?
Yeah, and he's got to be careful now. You know, that takes him to his 4th foul of the game.
That's why coach is now subbing him out. Doesn't want players fouling out. Probably put him back in probably around that 3-minute mark if I had to guess.
It's going to be Cook going inside. Blocked again. Oh, and given there's a blocking foul there.
Where is that foul at? Ref, I mean, we got to be doing better than that. That is ridiculous.
Call against number 22, TJ Moats. He is making his feelings known on it. The coach is making his feelings known on it.
Well.
He has fouled out.
And that would explain the frustration seen there. I mean, there's going to be foul calls that everyone disagrees with, but it seems like on the Cyclone side of things, these refs are really not just giving them anything here. I thought myself that was a clear block. I didn't see anything wrong with that.
It looked to me that looked to be a really good
just a
block.
Silly call by the ref down there, and that's not the first one tonight. And I don't want to start anything here, but I just have seen some very poor calls from these refs tonight.
It's been an interesting one to see so far. It's certainly been an interesting game to kind of experience, and certainly seeing these calls. And I mean, coach over there now is just consoling his player. I mean, and to be honest with you, I don't blame him for trying to say, hey, keep your head up, bud, because
you're playing great ball.
Yeah, exactly that. Because I mean, each time as well, the coach saw any time that his head was dropping in TJ Moats, he just pulled his head back up and go, hey, that you have played a good game here. This has not been a bad game from you. That's a great take, though, by number 11, Arnouche, but it is still going to be Cyclone ball. Cyclones are not going to give this one up easily. Booth.
Cyclones losing a big player here.
Yeah, he's been a big part in this game, but it's going to be interesting to see how they respond to this. And it is going to be number 4 taking away Unversagt, looking to make an impact. Kicking it back out. It's going to be the 3. No good. Taken by Shimmick.
Charge. Does he draw the charge?
I think it has been given against LaPlante there, and I don't necessarily disagree with that call because it didn't look like he had his feet planted in time.
LaPlante didn't plant his feet. Maybe that was a bad joke.
It was a terrible joke, but we will laugh at it.
That's right. People back home, a little chuckle of laughter would be appreciated. Thank you.
It's going to be a timeout here called by the Cyclones, and I mean it's going to be a hectic end to this game.
Serious emotions getting shown through both sides of the field.
There definitely is, and it's been one of those things that I always heard about. The way that the fans are here with their, certainly at high school level with these kinds of games. I've heard about it a lot in baseball. I've heard a lot about it in basketball. You can definitely see that there's a very strong emotion here shown by the fans, and it's great to see. It's great to see, families and mums and dads and even
showing
grandparents showing their support to their family members, and it's been a great watch so far. And I hope you've enjoyed it back at home just as much as we have here in the commentary booth. And as we get into the last 6 minutes of this game, what do you really think that the Cyclones need to do here to make sure they keep their head in the game?
Yeah, no, I mean, they just got to keep playing ball. They did lose an essential player to their team. Number 10, Chase Sawyer and TJ Moats. I mean, they were working phenomenal together in the paint there. So it is a bit unfortunate to see TJ Moats out of the game and still showing a little bit of frustration. You can see he's upset about that call. But nevertheless, the game's going to move on. We'll see. I mean, Cyclones just got to push through here and fight. It's going to whoever wants it more will win this game.
Oh, it's going to be get out of trouble.
Big time three.
It's going to be a 3 if
Bang!
he makes it. And he gets the and one. It's Spencer Booth.
That was huge. Oh
That's a huge make for the Cyclones.
Shot.
That is an absolute massive make for the Cyclones there. 40-35, and I mean, if he can make this and one for a 4-point play, it's going to make this game very interesting.
The game quick. What a phenomenal shot there. Was that number 5, Hadley Evans? Or no, number 1,
No,
Spencer
it was
Booth.
Spencer Booth with
Spencer
that.
Booth.
It was fantastic take.
Wow, what an incredible shot there.
And I must say, for those of you that we've just blown up their speakers at home from that,
I apologize.
and it makes the and one as well, just to really rub salt into the wounds of the Doggers. You know, blowing up your speakers at home. Maybe it was worth it for that play. Who knows?
For those of you watching back home on the Dogger side, I apologize.
Arnoush handing it off to Unversagt. And it's going to be the rebound here by the Cyclones. If they can get some points on this next play, that's going to be huge. And we are going to have a very close game coming into the tail end of this encounter. It's going to be Shimmick then to come forward. Shimmick going to go for the 3. Oh, no good, but gets the rebound.
Blocked by 23.
23 picks it back up for the Cyclones. It's going to be Shimmick again. Shimmick now going to hand it off to Tregemba. Tregemba looking for an option. He's going to hand it off to Booth. Booth not
Fast
quite being able to get it.
break.
And actually, to be fair, it's a smart play there by number 4, Cole
Good foul
Tregemba.
there.
I think there he had to make that foul because
It was gonna be a fast
if he
break,
doesn't
easy
make that
2.
foul, it's a fast break, and then it's going to be potentially an easy 2 points. And
Couldn't
that's
put
just
him up
something that they
6
just
too,
can't
yeah.
give up right now.
We can't afford that. 4 minutes in the final quarter here. I mean, these kids are doing everything they can to win, and sometimes that's going to take an intentional foul.
Arnoush to Cook. Cook on the court. Foul given against the Cyclones, I think, there.
Bit of a shooting
And
foul.
it is. It's going to be...
I did see about 5 hands going at him there. So
See, that's interesting because the referee called on the court because he pointed down at the court.
You know, I'm really not agreeing with these refs tonight, but nevertheless, the game's gonna go on. I can't control what they're doing, and they could see something totally different. We are at a different view from them, so I'm not gonna say anything that they're doing wrong. But from this point of view, I have disagreed with a couple of these calls.
I think there's just been a couple of instances of referees making calls in different areas to where they're actually allocated. I mean, certainly I think I saw there one of the officials kind of point towards the ground, and the other one must have said for 2. It's going to be the 3-point attempt here from Booth. Rebounded, though, by number 20.
They called a travel on that. I mean,
They've called a
that's just
travel on number
unfortunate.
23, Bryce Booth.
I get he was on the floor, man, but just just play ball. Oh, he can't be making that travel call. He didn't slide anywhere.
Arnoush handing it off to Kirk.
Good, I mean, decent foul there by number 10.
Yeah, and that was had to be made because I think if he doesn't make that foul, Cook slam dunks that, and it's that would be a bit of a demoralizer.
Especially in a high school game, right? I mean, dunks are a little bit different at the college level than they are in high school. I mean, they're going to be a lot more adrenaline pumped at this high school level, a lot more energy getting
Cook
brought to
makes
the
it
team
happen.
from them. It was a good shot by Cook.
So it'll be interesting to see here if the Doggers make their lead to an 8-point lead, because that's going to be interesting going into 4 minutes left of this game.
Crowd making some noise here. Trying
You
to
can
throw
see
up
the
some free throws.
reverberation on the camera. It's not enough to put him off.
Comes down to it. Just
Needs an option.
routine
He
free
finds it
throws.
in Tregemba. Tregemba going to
Don't
come forward
think
for the
they need to
Cyclones.
rush this year. I think
It's going to be Sawyer looking for the option. Doesn't quite get it to fall. It's going to be a
Jump
jump ball, and it is going the way of the Cyclones. That was a good jump ball there.
For
That
sure.
was a really good play by the Cyclones, and it's going to be a chance now for them to just reset the play.
no, and high school and college, they're going to use that jump ball to their advantage, right? Because they're not actually jumping to get the ball.
Sawyer
So,
kicking it out to
three
Tregemba.
doesn't
No
connect.
good. And it's going to be Arnoush now on the fast breakaway for the
Loses it a bit.
And the Cyclones here are absolutely begging for a carry. Nothing given.
Just left with a wide open look.
So wide open 2 for Schlagel. 10-point lead then for the Doggers, and the Cyclones have to try and make things happen now.
Whoa, whoa.
Travel given against Spencer Booth.
I mean, I am not seeing these moves, ref. I mean, this is
And
horrible.
there is a timeout being called here by the Cyclones. And I mean, right now the Cyclones just have to keep their heads up, and you know, regardless of the way,
demoralize you.
Yeah, regardless of the way and how you feel like these calls are going. And I mean, I've just looked back actually and seen in the gym, I just saw someone with their hands on their head. A bit of confusion, I think, as to why that call was given. But nevertheless, it is going to be 46-36 in favour of the Doggers going into the last 3.5 minutes of this game. But you know, I know obviously we've said about the officiating calls, but that aside, how have you seen this game been so far in this game?
Yeah, I think both teams are showing lots of talent on all sides of the field. They got good centers, good power forwards, and the point guards are ultimately not necessarily stealing the show, but in a way they are. You know what I mean? I mean, with those big-time threes, that and 1 3, I can't recall who that was by, but I mean, that is bringing energy to this game, and it's showing high-quality basketball. And I look forward to this last, 3.5 minutes here. It's going to come down to it. I'd like to see the Cyclones hopefully bring it back and make this a little bit closer game. And the biggest thing here is the Cyclones got to keep their heads up. If you're disagreeing with the calls, I'm disagreeing with these calls. But as someone who's sitting in the stands, it's easier said than done. But we got to keep our heads up and not let the refs change the game here. We got to ultimately, you decide who wins the basketball game and not the refs. So, I mean, we just got to fight through it and keep our heads up here.
Yeah, it's just like us, you know, both golfers. If you get a call, and it's the and one. It's a great take by Brady
Beautiful.
Cook. And the
Brady
and one.
Cook standing out in this game.
He is definitely. You know, as I was going to say, you know, it's like in golf. You know, if you get a bit of a dodgy calling from the rules official, you you don't let it affect your shot. You just have to, you know, play the hand that you've been dealt and just move on with it. And Cook's going to go for that and one attempt, and he
secures it.
He makes
Cook,
it happen.
I mean, I don't know how many points he's got this game, but he seems to be a crucial part of the Doggers basketball squad. I mean,
he has. He's certainly been a massive part in this game.
For
and
sure. He's
you
got
know,
a huge size advantage on some of these players as well.
Shimmick's going to go for the 3.
Bang!
Makes it happen.
Big time 3 from the
And it does take it back to a 10-point game, which is still obviously quite a few points, but nevertheless, it's just a little bit of something for the Cyclones. It's just
a start foul call there.
And it's going to be Arnouche fouled. They're going to send him to the line. I'm not sure about that call for Shimmick to foul him there, because I mean, he is the guy that they chose for the technical, which would suggest that he's a very good free throw shooter, and he makes that first one definitely. And we're going to get number 10, Chase Sawyer, come back into the game.
Excited to see what he can do in the last few minutes of this game here.
Yeah, and they need a player like TJ Motes, who obviously got fouled out, and almost very gutted for him in that, because felt a little bit harsh on him.
Just a bad call, in my opinion, on the refs. But nonetheless, I mean, that's basketball. We got to move on from it. And the team's got to pick him up here. Ultimately,
Shimmick.
If the team picks him up here, they should win this game. But
Shimmick. Oh, he was looking for the 3. It's going to be stolen away by Brady Cook. And the Doggers are going to take their time coming forward here, as I would have expected that they would. 51-39 the score. And Josh, I mean, I'd love to say that the underdog story could still be on, but you're looking at that, you've got a 12-point deficit with 2 minutes left to go.
A lot to go on in these 2 minutes for it to go the Cyclones.
And it's as you were saying earlier, right, about the shot clock. You know, you see Arnouche there just kind of running routes around the players as a way of kind of just running down that clock a little bit, just making it a little bit even less possible. Deep 3. Oh, what a make that is by Bo Shimmick.
It's a big
That
3.
is a fantastic 3. And
brings it to within 9.
I'll tell you what,
11.
Shimmick has been fantastic from that 3-point range so far tonight.
We were watching him warm up, and I told you, I was like, this kid's a shooter. He's going to make an impact on the team before the game even started, and he's proved that.
I just saw Spencer Booth's ankle there, and it looked like it just buckled on him. It's going to be Cook.
And going back to that 0 shot clock, they're going to try to just run down the time here, find that open man.
It's another foul given there against number 10, Chase Sawyer. I'm not sure I agree with that one.
I'm not seeing a lot of these
Josh.
calls that these refs are calling, and to me, we just got to let them play ball, especially because calls aren't going the Cyclones' way, I would say, at all necessarily throughout this game, maybe 1 or 2.
Here's what I'd say about it. For me there, it looks like he's jumped straight up. He's not jumped into the...
I didn't see any...
No, he didn't jump into the zone of number 2, Schlagel. It looked like he had his hands up. He didn't drop his arms at all. It looked like a fair challenge.
Yeah,
It looked like a fair contest. And it was interesting because Schlagel obviously missed the layout, and then it was called, and it was just a very interesting one, certainly from that perspective, because I'm a little bit like, well, if he makes it, does he call it?
Right.
And, does he then give them an and one attempt? But nevertheless, it's going to be Shimmick.
Great pick there.
It's going to be out to Tregemba. Out off of, and I agree. To be fair, I agree with that.
Quick hands from Patrick down there. I don't know if you were watching that.
I wasn't seeing Patrick there.
Quick snag from.
I know that Patrick is very much. He was a basketball.
He's a hooper.
Yeah, he's a hooper in his prime, and he very much enjoys coming and playing every now and then. It's
supporting the local community. In
exactly
a way as well.
that. And Jolovic now is going to come on to see out the last 57 seconds of this game, and it's going to be Chase Sawyer making way, obviously, on 4 fouls. And the foul there being called on number 2, Bo Shimmick. Is going to take Arnouche back to the line.
And this has just been a tough game for the Cyclones. You know what I mean? They fought hard. I think they fought really well the first 3 quarters of this game. And it almost seems like once a couple of the calls gone their way, or didn't go their way, they almost dropped their heads. And it looks like they're putting a whole new rotation in.
Yeah, just give some players some time.
Yep.
And that's really nice to see. Give some maybe some of the players that don't normally get some time, and you can see the support from the crowd there.
And I love seeing that too. Especially in a game when at this point the Cyclones have lost the game, and giving those other players an opportunity to shine when they don't get the chance all the time.
In this rivalry game as well, it's going to be a timeout here called by the Doggers. And, you can't put any more emphasis really on the spirit that both sides have shown. The Cyclones, although they haven't received some of the calls, although they haven't or aren't on the correct side of the scoreline, they have never given up. And that's something that you can't teach.
No, and that just comes from grit and hard work, right? I mean, these kids are out there grinding their butts off to make a name for themselves, win basketball games, and their record isn't, they're 4-10, right? But I'm not seeing that from these players. We go back to it. These kids are showing their heart in the game. They're wanting to fight through it, and they're still trying to win at the end of the day. We go back to the last play. They're still trying to pick that ball off, get a fast break, maybe get something going here in the last 50 seconds, even though it is very highly unlikely that they bring this back.
Well, then, for the Cyclones, they are just wanting to see out this game, and it will be a defeat for the Cyclones, I think. Looking at it, it's a 14-point deficit. It's going to be
just not enough time.
Nigh on impossible to come back, certainly in the 45 seconds that they have. But it's going to be a great chance for the folks that don't normally get to play to have a little bit of a run out and to get a chance on the court. It's going to be number 5, Hadley Evans, kicking it out to number 12 there and making sure that they get the block in there. Number 3, Skylar Patrick.
It also looks like the Doggers have also
the Doggers have brought in a new squad as well, and that's an interesting thing to see as well.
Like a couple lower classmen, which you like seeing. Give them that experience for when they get a little bit older and get that starting time, essentially.
Yep. And, prime example of that, say, number 10, Ethan Teeters. He's a 5'10" sophomore. Number 22, Avery White, is a 5'8" sophomore. It looks like a lot of these guys are lower classmen.
Skylar Patrick, another sophomore.
Yeah, and you look there, Matt McCook, another sophomore. So it's a great one to see, as we can see here, some of the Cyclones fans starting to filter out. as I think they know that this game is
Coming
done
to
and
an
dusted.
end.
Oh, what a... Oh, that, to be
Decent
fair,
take there.
I think that was a great take there by number 12, Tyler Smith.
Travel called on the Doggers.
Well, I mean, so Josh, kind of run me through. There are a lot of contenders tonight for player of the match, certainly on this men's side. Just run me through who you think, certainly, who you think is on the receiving end of
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I can't necessarily give a player of the game to anybody tonight, right? But one thing I will say, someone that really stood out to me was Chase Sarr, the 6'6" guard or 6'6" center on the Cyclones. And although the Cyclones are losing this game, and they unfortunately did lose, he showed great grit. He stayed in it, and he's ultimately not afraid to get in the paint and just block anyone that gets in their way, right? I mean, he didn't seem afraid of anyone out there, even a couple of his opponents being upwards of 6'5". I mean,
Yeah,
Brady Cook being an excellent example of that.
Yeah, and for me, I mean, looking at the people that I would kind of put as player of the match, I mean, it is really hard to look beyond Brady Cook. Brady Cook has played a fantastic game. What a block that is by... but even there, actually, that was given as a foul against Matt Cook there. I'm not sure. I think I agree with it from a point of view. It looked like he jumped into the shooter there. So that makes a lot of sense in terms of that call and a little bit more of a logical call. But, you know, for me, it's really hard to look beyond Brady Cook. Brady Cook has been fantastic
Excellent
tonight for the
play tonight.
Doggers. It's also very hard to look past LaPlante. Every time that he's had a play that he's had to make, he's made it. You know, you've got Arnouche, who's kind of led the line a lot for the Doggers, and that's been fantastic to watch. But even looking towards the Cyclones, it is impossible to not give a shout out there to Bo Shimmick. He has been a fantastic player for the Cyclones tonight, and he's definitely someone that, looking at him, he looks like he's going to go to some high places, especially if he can keep up that shooting. As the Fort Laramie Doggers come out on top of the South East Cyclones here, 58-44, and, you know, going to finish off what I was saying about the Cyclones. Bo Shimmick had a fantastic game. Chase Sawyer, I will echo what you said. He is a presence there for them. But also, really honourable mentions to TJ Moats. I think through the period of the game that he played, he was fantastic.
Excellent.
You know,
Excellent player.
He did a fantastic job, and obviously got fouled out, and I think we all felt very sorry for him there. And
You could see his emotions.
yeah,
too. I
and
mean,
he
it's
was very
tough
gutted
seeing
to
that.
kind of go out of this rivalry game. But you know,
Excellent game, though.
it's been a fantastic couple of games to watch. It's been a fantastic couple of games to really bring to you and to show the difference between high school and college basketball. But I must admit, both of the games that we had on today, I feel
Fun
like we're
games.
very, very good advocates
Yeah.
for the high school varsity
No, for
level.
sure. Put them up.
And, you know, it might be a little bit of a flashback for you, Josh, for back to
sure.
your varsity days
Yeah.
and, you know, what you remember from varsity basketball. But it's been a fantastic game to be able to commentate with you, Josh. And we'll take a little break now, and we'll give you our post-match roundup in a little second.
Sounds good.
Eastern Wyoming College, majoring in pre-health sciences. I want to invite you to Eastern Wyoming College for your continued education. We have small class sizes, a family-friendly environment, and we are affordable while offering many scholarships. EWC offers so many program and career certificates, so we're sure there's something for you. Check us out online at ewc.wyo.edu or call us at 307-532-8230. Charge into your future with us at Eastern Wyoming College. Lancer up.
Charging into your future as a Lancer is about meaningful relationships, learning at the crossroads of history and innovation, championing one another's success, and empowering every student to achieve their dreams. We are a community that knows one another by name, offers the quality education needed to get the most out of life, and the friendships that support us throughout the journey. We hold tight to a legacy of pioneering, knowing that by honoring our values, we can charge into our futures together and become the purpose-minded people that change the world. Becoming a Lancer is about more than academics. It's about discovering your passion and feeling at home.
Wyoming, where hard-working hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything. Now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Wyomingites do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
So that's 3.5. Oh, we're back on, by the way. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So you join us after quite an exciting couple of games there. The Lady Cyclones ended up coming out on top of the Lady Doggers, but then in the men's game, the Doggers coming up on top of the Cyclones. So if you could say in the series, 1-1 today in the games. And, you know, it was a really entertaining watch for me personally. Obviously, it would have been a really interesting watch for my co-commentator, Josh. And Josh, just kind of give me your lowdown on tonight's action.
Yeah, I mean, that was, for my first high school game I've watched in some time, I mean, that was just excellent. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better start to my commentating in high school. It was a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fight through both teams, ladies and men's side. And I saw a lot of natural, raw talent, which I really enjoy seeing. And I'm excited to look forward. I'm looking forward to seeing these players and teams in the future.
Yeah, and, you know, certainly from my perspective, to get a taste of what high school basketball is about, and, you know, that was a really nice thing to see. Everyone's so enthusiastic about their team, and I honestly hope that we can get those kinds of crowds here upcoming for some of the college games, and maybe we can put out something to the respective colleges about the attendance for some EWC games, and to really get some people down here. And I mean, it was great commentating with you tonight, Josh. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing these games to you, and thank you for joining us here on our YouTube page for this coverage of the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers versus the Southeast Cyclones. I've been Jamie Lambert. I've been with Josh Lane. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and have a lovely evening.
Thank you, Jamie.